looking at right now.
Yeah, what did I miss last week? The week
we
before last?
did some. I overpowered an ancient entity,
Everybody's fucked up.
and
now.
I am super fucked up right now.
Yeah,
I had to be carried
We
home
gotta
as a
take
mouse.
a day.
I had to come home in Jimena's pocket as a mouse
Yep.
Oh, good
Yeah,
job.
that
because I
happened.
could not move anymore.
See, this is what happens.
I almost died.
It keeps happening.
Like I literally almost died.
It keeps happening.
So fun.
And then what did I do?
I'm here for the close contact with death.
I started a fire so that we could
Yep.
keep people distracted.
One name has been crossed off the list.
Yep.
Mena has started.
There's only one name left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We fucked that guy up.
yeah, we did.
It was
yeah.
it was
Oh,
was
you
ladies' night at the butcher's.
It was
I
ladies'
set
night.
him on
and
fire
then-
also. I remember
Wait,
that now.
how did El Batman come through? How's he doing?
Who's El
He's
Batman?
sad.
Oh, he helped Magnus
Oh.
and Rethold killed some Inquisitors in the courtyard.
Yeah.
So while they were fucking things up in the tower,
okay.
it was
It was
church murder party in the courtyard.
Nothing like a bunch of heretics to
Yeah.
fuck up your
I was reading up on the
institutional.
module I'm gonna run
Oh
for
no,
Thursday.
I know. I was
Yeah.
petting it because I wanna build my character.
Did you read through all the modules?
No.
Okay, good.
No. I'm not spoiled. Don't worry.
Okay.
Um,
Because I'm like, I picked the one that's very obviously the one I would pick.
I have familiarity with like the first two,
Okay, yeah.
or maybe
I
like
picked
the first
later
and the
one.
third.
No,
But if you're doing higher levels, then cool, let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, I want to build.
that's why I want your map so I can make.
Yes, you can do that. Yeah. Text me or Slack me so that I'll remember to set it aside.
I wrote myself a note, but I don't understand.
But yeah, so El Batman.
Yeah, the courtyard was two heathens.
It
and
was
a
a Chippendales
masked man.
outside,
Yeah.
and inside it was Murder
Oh
Central.
no, it was legit like a.
There's Amanda.
Hey, Rabbit.
It was legit like
Oi.
a semi high class like sex lounge in the garden
Yeah.
because you had two sweaty heathens and a man with a mask.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
just murdering fuckers.
teaming
Mhm.
up.
It was great.
Penetrating people. So
Yeah,
That's right.
we're catching Tony up on what happened. I posted the
Oh, okay.
video like a human being.
Oh, I should have just watched that. I'm a monster. I'm sorry.
Are you though?
I was hoping you were going to be proud of me for taking the initiative and doing things myself, but it's fine.
The day
I'm still proud.
the day you logged
Yes.
in, I was proud. Yes. And then I forgot. Rabbit, should
I didn't even have to ask him for anything. I did ask him for one thing, but
That's fine. Rabbit, should we pause,
also
or are you
happened.
good to jump in?
do you need to vent about events, or are you ready to just move on and continue with your life?
I'll
was
just
it?
say the one thing that my mom is friends, lifetime friends with a woman who is in a true life what's eating Gilbert Grape situation,
Oh no!
where she doesn't leave the couch anymore and just screams at her children to come feed her and move her and help her go to the bathroom.
This isn't an aspirational relationship, is it?
It shouldn't be, but she tells me all about her, and I didn't know that she was like confined to the couch in that bad until today. But she'll tell me stuff about her and then be like, "You're lucky you didn't have to deal with that." Like that's, you know.
I want the last
Like,
lemonade.
Okay.
I should be thankful.
Right.
This is my
I mean,
life, and I'm
hopefully-
Wait, this is just a morbidly obese situation?
Yeah. Did you ever see What's
yeah.
Eating Gilbert Grape?
I don't remember it.
So the mother was like bedridden, but she wasn't a horrible person. She was actually a nice person. But she was bedridden and like 800 pounds. And when she died, and they were like,
They had to eat her.
They burned the house
they burned the
down.
house down around her because they're like, there's no way we can move her
Yeah.
unless they bring in like a crane or something.
And they
And
didn't
we-
want to subject her to the humiliation of having...
Of the whole like backwards
Basically
town
hauling
coming
her
out and
outside the house.
watching
Yeah.
the spectacle of their mother. So they just burned the house down around her.
I recall. I mean, maybe this is me projecting, but I recall her still being a bit of a shrew. Like,
I think it's been a million years since I've watched it, so maybe half a
Well,
half.
hopefully,
not fully terrible, but like still like. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're confined to a couch. All you could do is scream at your children to bring you shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go climbing
So-
at lunch tomorrow. Thanks. That's,
As we eat another piece of cake.
Yeah.
Hope,
Yeah.
We're
hopefully,
nowhere close to that.
I
Amanda,
climb, so
this
I
was not
can
a,
keep eating cake.
Yeah.
I know I keep taking because my job is in the basement, so there's stairs. I just keep taking the stairs.
Right?
Like,
Oh my god! When we were at Universal Studios, to go from like the upper lot down to the lower lot, there's like 4 banks of stairs and escalators, right? And we're heading out to leave, and there's some maniacs walking up the 4 flights of stairs, and
Yep.
I'm like, why?
So they can eat cake.
Why? You can't get to the cake by the 3rd. You're dead. Who-
Yeah.
He's dead now.
I was like, oh man, I just ate a corn dog. I'm not gonna.
For the positive news, I have a show
vegetarian
which
corn
doesn't
dogs.
really need privacy, but I got a very cool
Oh,
converted
oh.
secretary desk.
Secretariat?
That now is like a
Isn't that a horse?
secretariat that's like a. They added like a wine rack in it and repainted it. There's this place that does like
Okay.
reclaimed furniture and they turn it into art pieces and
nice.
sell it. And I used my expert haggling skills, which are accept the price at face value. until
That's right.
argued.
Say yes.
The guy was like, when he was explaining the business model and everything, and he was like, yeah, just, I'll tell you price if you don't think it's fair, you know, we could come to some arrangement or see, you know, what we could do, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, all right, $425. And I went, okay. And he was like, you know what? I like your cicada shirt and you're really nice. I'll knock off $50. I was just like, okay, yay. And now I have a cool desk thing, but
Nice.
I'm gonna change I found out the drawer faces it had this pattern that I don't like at all. But I was like, I'll paint it. But I found out it's just like a shelf liner cling. It's just a sticker, so I can
Nice.
replace and use my own sticker.
nice.
There you go. DIY the shit out of this desk.
I
Yep,
also
and it's
enjoy-
gonna be a tea station.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
Beautiful.
I also enjoy the haggling skills of I never grew up in a flea market, so I will pay the price you say it is.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I did not have that experience. My mother is the queen of bargains.
I actually said that to a customer at the winery once. This isn't a Texas flea market. It's a retail store. You have to
We're
pay
not,
what I
we're
my
not on
mom-
Berryessa, madam.
My mom was
This is
the
Morgan
lady
Hill,
who
get
would
outta
buy
here.
things at Macy's, and then like a week later they would go on sale, so
And
she
she'd
would
be
go
like,
and return it to get the sale price.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
and more than
yeah.
once she'd be like, I gotta go to the mall, so you gotta come with me, and I would just witness this, be like, what are
Right.
you doing?
This is a level of commitment I am unable
Why
to
didn't
muster.
you just wait till it was on sale in the first place? Why did you wait?
I have better things to do with my time.
What? Once
I'm
I
willing to
bought
lose
something
that money.
Right?
It's time.
and recoup in stress.
You know,
sometimes.
hey.
She also lied to my school once so she could get me out of school early so that she could use the carpool lane to get to a hair appointment in Palo Alto. Because
Fucking Debbie.
she got it was
That's
some,
some Debbie shit right there.
I've not even
she
met
got
her,
at a
this
point,
makes
it was like this super fancy hair salon in Palo Alto that she had been
It's
like,
in Palo Alto.
been
Yeah.
on like the waiting list for like months to go get her hair done there, and she didn't want to be late for her appointment, so she told them I had some sort of doctor's appointment, and then we just went and I sat and read like highlights for kids in the fucking fancy hair salon
Yup.
while she got her hair done in the middle of the day.
That's the shit. Good job, Debbie.
I mean, if you're pinching every penny, you know,
As long as you
gotta,
got, like,
you gotta get the deals,
McDonald's
you
out
gotta
of
it or
clip your
something.
coupons.
Just
Like,
squeeze it.
I've lived that life, hell yeah. But at a certain point, you're like, no, I'm good.
I got really good.
I'd rather sit on my couch for an extra half hour.
Right.
Thank you.
I got really good at going to the grocery store and doing like mental math every time something goes into the cart. Right. Like you're like.
Oh yeah.
Wait, are
Oh,
these?
right
No,
side.
they're both.
That one, yeah. No, the left one is regular recycling, and then the trash can in the end is
It's
bottles
can-
and cans.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
You're reminding me when you spoke of hairdressers. My mom's hairdresser of like, I don't know, 35 years is retiring. And
So she
What's
died.
she gonna do?
well, basically, like I was like, what are you gonna do, Mom? She's like, I don't know, like all my hair is gonna be gray and I'm gonna start having braids, I guess. Like I'm gonna grow my hair for the first time since
I love it.
I was like 20.
She's gonna turn into the forest woman that
Basically.
she's been fighting all this time.
I'm
My
excited.
mom has had short hair as long as I've known her, right? Like, so she's just like, I guess I'm growing my hair now. Like, I will never trust another man with my hair.
I feel that.
Yeah, my mom cut her hair short in the early 90s. And she's let it grow out a couple times. And she looks better with short hair, and apparently my dad likes her short hair, which she told me unsolicited one time. Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
offer you.
The number of things
your
that
guys, your parents are a hell of a thing. I wouldn't say goals, but I'm invested in the narrative. You know?
It's sort of goals, right?
Yeah,
Like, in the
it's
sense that it's
sometimes-
like they reach the level
that's
of mutual
nice.
understanding that, we aspire to.
They're complex characters, and you have different emotions about them depending on.
Right.
Yeah.
They definitely understand the assignment. Right?
And that one.
I thought it was all your
This
favorite.
one.
That's why it's in the
No, I just really like him with the blue hair, and it's very rare that
Rabbit.
he does cool colors.
She's gently caressing her fanfic book that she's created. Is basically what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I support it, quite frankly.
It's just a different shape of fanfic.
That's right.
What was I
I'm
gonna
like,
do next? Oh, I had extra Mingy pictures I found. Who allowed this?
his adorable hat.
Oh my god,
Going to a picnic.
that face. Oh my god. They always put him in ugly hats, and then they put him in this one, and I'm like, why? Why you do that to me? Why? Sally's not here, so I'm trying to distract myself.
Oh no, yeah. So we finished our reign of terror, and we've now headed back to the ranch. Is
The
that
tower
is that where it left
has
off?
been
Sealed.
shredded to shit, and then
Because the
Sealed.
walls were full of spooky artifact bullshit.
Oh, we
Yeah,
went
it was
to
the
We went to the
we went to,
university,
like-
yeah.
Yeah, the
University.
university.
But at the university, there was this ridiculous chapel.
No, it's a tower,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah,
that's
the chapel
where.
is separate. That's where the lady that we're gonna have trouble killing.
Yeah.
Everybody
Oh, okay.
likes her.
I thought you guys did that. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
So no. We did the El Professore.
Right. That's why I thought El Batman was gonna.
Yeah,
was there.
He was there.
Okay.
He just couldn't handle it.
he was
He was doing a real good job, and then things got real bad real fast,
yeah.
and we had problems.
El Vagabundo was with Magnus and Rethold.
And then
Because
In
you
the
guys were
courtyard.
outside in the courtyard
Got it.
messing with the clergy that were there, trying to be like, no, don't go in the tower.
and Jenya did not treat
Yeah,
El
no, there was
Vagabundo
also-
And then
with,
the girls went in the tower and were like, fuck you.
And then you were like,
exactly.
"Oh no, actually, this tower's kind of bad, but
Yeah.
it's fine."
The tower
Yeah.
is essentially sentient,
That's
and
tight.
I had to have a battle of wits with it to try to manipulate the natural, like the stone and shit.
It's laced with Cernith artifacts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed the magic ancient bullshit. I
Yeah.
missed the ancient aliens bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
well,
in the
it
bones.
almost killed me. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
good. That's
I-
what it's supposed
Yeah.
to do. It's like,
She melted his one hand into the wall, and while he was stuck in the wall, I set him on fire.
Yeah. That,
yeah.
da-da-da-da, and Jenya set it on fire.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Mena set it on fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimena.
But yeah.
Yeah. Jimena set it on fire.
Well, it's the two. It's
Yeah.
Jenya, Jimena.
Yeah,
only
and
way to be
the
sure.
three of us went in there because Marlena had her.
Yeah. In the
Nice.
other
Yeah.
game, it's Lash and Latrine.
Yep.
that are-
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Marilena's coat hungers, so it's got to
Yeah.
be fed.
Oh,
so.
yes.
Yeah, yep. But
There's
yeah,
more new and interesting flavors.
Francisco
every
and
time.
the kid were there too because there was collateral damage. Like some other teachers got fucked up in the middle of all of this.
Yeah, because he was shooting like laser beams out of his hands.
It was basically lightning coming
was?
down in the fucking tower.
the professor with his artifacts.
Oh yeah, because he's
He was wizarding.
He was
in the-
he's Renaissance Iron Man.
Yeah.
It was, in a sense, a Tesla coil in the fucking tower.
I don't know how to make the sound turn off
Okay.
on my iPad. Someone's got a creature under a
Are you
blanket.
watching Cursed cosplay?
No, it was.
That's what she's touching it and it keeps going. Oh.
Yeah,
I
so
saw
it
that
was.
earlier.
It was something she's posted in her Instagram stories, and
Okay.
there's like a small creature under a blanket, and the person reaches out and puts their hand on the blanket, and the blanket goes, "Meow." And so they take their hand back and like giggle about it, and then reach back. "Meow."
Pretty sure it's a cat.
Classic.
It's either a cat or a chihuahua.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
One of those things is better than the other.
One of these things is not like the other. Fucking Jane left the light on. Just
It's the giggle sounded
Thank you.
exactly like the
Yeah.
Cursed cosplay chick.
on the hood. Yes. Could you put the lid on the thing too? The lid. Why did you need the light to put the?
Do you want to leave the spoon in, or
It doesn't matter. I just.
just so it's some? Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
So it's,
What? You just tried.
he knows. He knows exactly what he's fucking doing.
What he's doing.
Yep.
He's been here before.
For a
Yes.
second, Lisa,
Sorry, I'm used to living with Jaren, who honestly doesn't know what he's doing.
That's adorable.
it's like he doesn't do it on purpose.
For a second, my left
Yeah.
eye almost popped out my head.
The number of times where it's just like, why though? It's like,
Yeah.
is there a reason? Like, oh, I didn't think about it. Like, I know you did.
You lived on a submarine, man. How are you? Come
Yeah.
on.
Right? This is a...
Maybe that's why you had someone else to trust to do something else. So it was, you knew your job and that was it.
Yeah. Narrow focus, yeah. Lisa, for a second there, you just channeled my dad watching me and my brother work. Right, like just standing on the sideline, like just like hands on his hips.
Lord, if I could do it for them, I would.
Right. And my brother and I would just be like, just don't pay attention. Because you hear the mumbling. He's
Don't
like,
look back.
no, like you don't. Why?
Just do what you're doing.
Oh, it's like being in the car with my dad.
It's like if you go around, like it will be whatever.
Yeah. I do that all the time.
Well, it's like I have like nervous passenger syndrome, so like if I'm not the person in control of the car, I'm always afraid that we're about to crash.
Yeah.
And I
get the
try really
jitters.
hard not to be like super like I've worked really hard on not being like freaky. Ooh, hey, Sashomaru, what's up?
Oh, hello.
So the boys can play too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like
That's,
not being like
so
freaky outy
pretty.
about it because
Mm-hmm.
I know that it freaks out the person driving, which then just creates the situation that I'm afraid of.
I like anime boys because they look like anime girls. Yes.
That's right.
But-
Everybody wins.
My dad is 100% a
Needs
backseat
gender
driver,
conformity.
which is really
That's right.
funny because when my dad is driving,
He's absolutely insane.
yeah, my dad speeds, my dad tailgates people. My dad's one of those people where like he's the one, like he's the only car that deserves to be on this highway.
Yes.
Right.
And then it's like, here's me going like, 40 and a 35. Like, well, you sure you should? I'm like, you, George,
Shut your face,
shut your mouth.
old man.
Nobody fucking asked you.
George Patrick, you need to stop.
Take that shit somewhere else.
That's right.
Someone made a cat loaf.
Oh, an actual cat loaf.
Like a loaf.
That's
my God,
adorable.
that's adorable.
That looks delicious.
They
Yeah,
knew
it
eat
does
it.
look delicious.
The top ear makes me think of Cheesecake Factory bread.
Let's put
It's not
let's
so
put some
cute.
butter on that Kit Kat and eat.
That sounds weirdly sexual, and I hate it.
Yeah. That's
I
what I'm here
concur.
for.
That's Tony's
Anytime-
tagline.
Yeah, anytime
I
I
didn't
can get
subscribe.
you-
Slogan.
Unsubscribe.
That's right. That's right.
Tony's tagline.
And if you didn't like that, like and subscribe.
There's more where that came
That's
from.
right.
I take hate subscriptions.
Oh
just
my
the
God,
same.
Thumbs
I-
up,
I
subscribe,
haven't-
hit that bell button.
I don't know if this. I think this is the
attention
first
either
place
way.
I've technically said it in public that I'm like, I can't wait to be canceled because that means I'll matter enough. Oh, one day. Whatever. Cool. So yeah, you guys fucked up. So we have ruined several municipal locations in this town,
Yeah,
and we have another one to do.
Most
Yeah,
of them
you
deserved
caused some
it.
property damage.
And we're not quiet about it.
No.
Nope.
At all.
As a result, Genya made the trip home as a mouse in Jimena's pocket.
I have a lot of lashes, but that's like normal.
I can't take any right now.
No, please
Yeah.
don't. Please don't.
I'm still working off the last
I mean,
punch.
good thing you've actually seen Marilena's setup, because she gives those vibes where like she's always fucking beat up and talking about her husband, so it's
Yeah.
kind of a weird.
Oh, man.
It's a weird fucking.
Hey, for
like,
most of that time, he was nowhere near me.
Right?
So-
Like he hasn't been here for most of it, at least.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, 2/5 of this party are there are only 2/5 of this party that are capable of being stealthy in any way.
It's true.
So, yeah, no, it's fine.
If I'm a wolf, I can be stealthy.
Yeah, but you can't. No,
Not as me.
No, because when you're a wolf, you just want to eat people.
and you're huge.
so.
But I trap
Sure you're
people.
not Moon.
Genya's Moon.
Moon. Yeah.
Damn it, Moon Moon.
Hi, everyone! Was there cake?
I feel like Evine is enough stealth for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only like,
Yeah.
I'm off stealthy. I don't do it all
I
the
was
time.
like, who's the
Yeah,
second
that is
stealth?
stealth.
If this,
Oh,
Marilena,
Marilena.
because she's the only one who isn't fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I am. You just don't understand any
No, no,
of
It's a
it.
you're,
different
no,
type
you're
of
the, no, you're a
ridiculous.
psychological thriller. You're like the fucking coat.
Genya's a buddy cop movie, and she plays all the roles.
Yeah. She's all the buddies
And the dog.
and the
And
dog.
dog, yes.
Right.
And the whole police force. And
The whole police force and the police chief, because you yell at yourself when you don't do well.
Yeah, it's true. No, if this were like a strategy game, if this were like a video game, yeah, just fucking Evine leading every, just put that broken ass OP
She's
bullshit.
Ezio.
Yeah, you just plug her in to do all the stealth missions and
I mean, Evine is from the Emerald Isle, so it very well may be that she is just like stealth that just decided at some point, I'm just gonna be a person.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be that.
Sentient stealth.
you know what would be funny?
Right. I'm just gonna go out in the world right now.
No one will ever
We
know.
don't even really know what Evine is. It's fine.
Right.
Well, apparently
Evine
her
is a
shtick
60-year-old
is to be
Isaac.
forgotten,
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
and so I'm like, part of me's kind of sad about that. That's kind of sad.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. It's
You would.
You know I would.
I know.
It's like that's
We still need it.
the that shit is so up my
No,
alley.
this has been live the whole
Okay.
time. This is
Woot.
great. You want to?
No. It's
You wanna
good.
take a break?
I
Oh,
was
hello,
seeing the
Internet.
light there, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I hope we're not a silent episode."
Oh,
Yeah, there's a red dot.
Yeah, the red dot
it's-
is
it's
if
hopping.
it's
Yeah.
if it's
it's
the red
it's
drop is
winking
beep.
at you.
If
yeah.
it's blinking, it's
No,
on
we've
you.
been jumping this
Good.
whole time. It's good.
Good.
Cool.
Uh,
I do love a silent.
yeah, no,
episode.
Yeah, 23 minutes of silence.
right.
Well, see, that's like the funnier part now because we don't video record anymore. So if it was a silent episode, like I can't read my lips or like go back and
Right.
like, oh, John's doing
Yep.
No, it's quiet.
silent.
Silence
It's just
forever.
nothing.
Yeah,
There's
there's
just
no
like
redemption.
play music over it.
Just awkward silence.
Fill it in with like, here's what I know.
I would
about-
still post that and be like, this was our cave guy.
Yep. We
do
had a
shit
lot
like
of
that.
good times.
We had a moment of silence, several hours.
If it happens to us, we should post it, and then we should comment on it.
Yeah.
Like just,
Great episode.
yep,
Best game ever.
yep.
Oh my
I'd
god,
probably
guys.
just read my notes.
I think
over
I
it.
would comment on it and put like time code.
Yes, timestamps.
Like
Oh, that was my
42
favorite.
4213 crying laugh emoji.
Wait, I feel like that's our entire game, though.
1 hour and 15. Clown and shoes.
I almost died last week. In real life.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
No, I can't. Was that last week or the time before that when I almost choked to death?
Oh, that was the week before.
That was-
Oh, thank
before
God,
that.
I was there. Okay,
Okay,
good.
you
I was
were
like,
there.
I was like, I hope that
Yeah,
was
that's
me.
true.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, something
No,
happened.
we were here and it was
Yeah,
great.
But
Yeah, no, it was
I
Lisa's
tried
fault.
to kill her.
No, yeah, it was the best.
I don't even remember what you did.
It's okay.
It was
leave
whatever story I was
leave it
telling was
alone.
fucking funny.
We don't want you to die again. It's fine.
Yeah,
I have it
then-
recorded.
Yeah, and then you called out Megan for something while this was happening.
Yeah.
And it,
Made it worse.
yeah,
And then
Why don't I remember this?
you weren't here.
it was a whole thing.
face.
I mean, sometimes I kind of
Vanishes.
just...
I'm good at just wiping anything off my face.
The
Just-
existential dread of being perceived.
yeah.
I mean, that sounds like my early life.
Yeah.
And maybe a bit of my later life, too.
You made it sad. All right.
Oh, so instead of giving us experience last game, he gave
we
us
got
all
a
a
hero
hero
point.
point.
Okay.
I opted for that.
Me too.
Okay.
So I think I'm telling
'Cause
you to
they're
give
all
yourself a hero point.
Real fucking beat up.
Why are you digging out a die?
These are my hero points.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
We got the coins.
Yeah.
The queen's on it.
So you're supposed to write it on your paper.
Well, I use them, unlike some people.
I use the shit out of my hero.
Yeah, I use
I don't
it
have.
for my-
Finally!
I have not been able to hold on to hero
Miss,
points.
I had double-digit hero points
That
in
was
5
a long
sessions.
It was a
ago.
long time ago. It was beautiful, and I was saving it because I had to beat up an angel, and
Yeah.
everyone knows that.
And we still have it.
I beat him
Did we?
up. That's how
We
I got
beat
him.
once, but we haven't killed him
Yeah,
yet.
he's not dead yet, but I kicked him out of my sister's brain through sheer willpower.
That was amazing.
Okay.
That's nice to have Veronica around.
Yeah.
Yeah, she makes for great comedic
It's
relief.
nice to have conscious Veronica around. Because you
Yeah.
have Veronica around.
Well,
very
that's
much,
what I
you
mean.
know.
Does it really count if it's just like a
We had her
body?
empty shell for a
We had
minute.
big
That was
weekend
fun.
at Bernie's.
It's just-
Oh no, I liked her back then. She was
Weekend.
quiet.
Clearly,
Man,
clearly you needed
I
to
wasn't
get like
kidding.
a...
Wasn't getting threatened with marriage.
You keep ruining my sister. You're gonna have to marry her. That's the laws.
No, yeah, well, that must be where you're from.
Yeah.
Things run different at my place. It's fine. She's a strong, independent woman.
If she was an older sister, this would be different.
Oh yeah, sure.
She's a little sister.
Yeah, well,
You don't ruin the little sisters.
I'm sorry you're weird.
I'm sorry. You...
I called my mom to wish her happy Mother's Day today, and she goes, "Oh, we're taking care of my baby." I'm like, "Excuse you, I'm your fucking baby."
They meant the dog.
Yes.
That's right.
been replaced.
I knew they meant the dog.
I know. I knew they meant that too, but I'm like, "Excuse you, I'm your baby." She goes, "You know it's Pop sick," and I'm like, "I'm your baby."
So you're telling me I need to
Well,
kill
you
the
have
dog?
a baby too. You treat Sasha like this, and I'm like, she refused to acquiesce.
No, yeah.
That was indeed the baby.
You have to kill that poor dog.
Now,
reclaim your spot on
Did
the
you
show.
say it this way on purpose? Because that is a pun beyond what I think your mother might be capable of calling the dog Pup Sick.
No, his name is Pupsick. It's not.
Okay.
It's not. She's not you. She knows how to say the word.
oh, called out.
I was like,
Ah,
She's also not you. She knows how to survive without
that would
puns.
be hilarious.
I don't know how
So-
to survive without puns.
When
I just witnessed the murder.
How do I
when I
live
offered up the name
without
Pupsick,
puns?
it was in the idea that they would have a female puppy that they would call Poppy, like the flowers, which I think is very cute. But they call him Poppy, like a puppy, and it's upsetting to me for some
They're
reason.
not Mexican.
That's upsetting to me for some reason.
But they still lived in Eastside San
That
Jose
is
for
true.
decades.
That is true.
It does kind of as
They've been here since the
little.
70s,
You just
so
absorb the culture.
Yeah.
No, but not.
yeah.
But incorrectly.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Anyway.
I texted my mom to say
It's like how
Happy
you're
Mother's Day
California.
today. And then she sent me an e-card
in French.
because my mom is the kind of mom that still does that. Wow. To be like, I know you're not technically a mom, but you're still a mom to a fur baby. And I'm like, why?
Look, it's funny when I say it ironically. When
Yeah.
you
Why
say
are
it,
you
it
the
makes it terrible.
cringiest person alive.
So I actually
Mother.
blew Amanda's brain the other day by reminding her she has step siblings.
I technically have
I was
a
gonna say
stepdaughter.
you
I
are a
am technically a
stepmom.
stepmom, although I have never met this child.
Yeah. One day.
But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 That child may be an
Yes,
adult
that's
by
something.
the time
I mean, probably because she probably won't be out from under her mother's thumb until she's a
Basically.
legal adult.
Yeah.
And
So-
figures out she needs to get out from under a mud this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, needs to get the fuck out of Florida.
Amanda was talking to
God,
me
yeah.
about her mom, and I was like,
Hey, love.
wait,
Yep.
You remember
Will
when I
married
did-
your mom.
Remember that power?
he's
I
technically
used
your
last time?
stepdad.
Since we're
And he has
fast
kids. You have siblings now.
Yeah.
We're trying to write it.
And
in
then,
the
and then we're over here like, we
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
even, she's never met, we can't even name them.
And
we
I don't
don't
know
want
if
to-
I'm
their names
adverse
are-
to doing this, but I think because I'm basically
Should get in
steering
touch with them and be like,
fate
hey,
towards
I'd
a
like to
particular
apologize.
path. The only thing that makes
for-
sense for me is a
No,
price.
they're both awful.
Oh, never mind.
It's basically to give you dice.
Yep.
Did we already do that?
I thought
I
that's what
mean,
we had
also in the
landed.
That's why I've
They
never given
did
him
nothing.
dice.
Oh, are
because
you
y'all
two-
keep doing it. Yeah, they're actually talking game
Yeah, they're talking mechanics over there.
because they're good people.
I keep waiting
That's
to
fucking
do
debatable.
something.
No, I'm just doing this in the background.
Yeah, stop telling him that we're giving him dice. He knows.
I have to do this.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't.
built into her
I
character.
don't.
She
Yeah,
has to.
she does.
I mean,
Yeah.
you do, but you don't.
So there's
Absorb them.
been something
I've had a
been
feeling it
wanting
was
to do
already
forever, and I just
happening, but,
haven't
like-
gotten the opportunity
How many?
What,
Like,
give him
do
dice?
or do you decide that? Is
to
that
choose
thing-
to fail something.
I don't
on
mind.
purpose.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I
yeah,
think depending
no,
on the
yeah.
effect
just
and
hasn't
scope, and
Come
I don't
up
think
in a
that would be a
situation where I'm
flat.
like, this is the time.
No.
Because I think there would some that would
Is that not
cost
one I
more.
would use off?
I've
of-
done my best to take dice from him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I never
because
do that.
I know someone
if that
keeps
thing's
giving them
happening,
dice.
it's me. Sorry, not.
It's all
I don't have
even
any,
this is all in character because
I
you're
can-
the only one that has any real business sense out of that. You know,
No, and I literally
Jimena
took a power
steals
that lets me
things.
negate magic. So I'm like, it's fine.
Marlena now
Jimena
has a
steals
business,
things
but is
even though she
learning
doesn't
it.
have to.
Jenna's
Jenny-
a soldier, so she's
Hey,
just...
I keep telling myself, okay, this time I'm gonna do it without fate magic.
This
and
time
then
it's
it
gonna
never
be different.
happens.
Yeah, but it's in your ear, like constantly
Looking
being
at this
like,
baby. Mimosa.
Is there
So
any
my
way that
mom
I
used
can
to call me,
direct
but
it
now the
towards
dog is
myself on
that.
purpose? That's probably gonna be my next thing.
Not bitter.
No, even if there is, she will take it.
But she
So-
can. She's her little mouse, Jenya.
So
Oh, yeah,
at the
yeah.
She
moment,
was-
Zhenya is at 6 dramatic
she's at
wounds.
death's door.
Well,
One more dramatic wound and I die.
we've come
Yeah.
to a new session.
Yeah, yeah.
which
Which means I get to erase 1,
Wasudo resets it.
which puts me at 5, which I'm already at.
Well, it resets all your normal damage.
Yes, but I still have 5.
Yeah.
I'm still on the
Took
spiral.
Yeah, but it's got to tick back up to
Yeah.
get to be a,
Boy.
which she could still take from you because she can't help herself.
It's true.
Seriously.
I think Ricardo's going to have words with Zhenya if she tries to
Yeah,
take
no,
more
she's-
damage.
Oh, that's funny.
I think it's going to finally happen where he's like, I'm going to say something. You're going to listen to me. Poor little thing.
Now that
He's a
you are,
soldier too.
now that you are laying incapacitated on the bed, I have opinions
Yeah, basically.
because you cannot.
Now
fight
that you
back.
can't fight back.
That's right.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Or use your magic to run away.
they make a pretty nice couple right now because Ricardo is recovered but still looks like
Yeah, that's
He drank poison.
because he did
yeah.
with
He
his
didn't
arm.
drink it.
Yeah, through his
It was through his
shoulder.
chest.
Yeah, he drank it
So,
through his.
see, like, all
chest
I have to
cavity.
do to not give him dice is to just let things happen as they do. It's
Yeah.
too hard!
Absolutely. You know
I
you can do
can't!
that.
I've been doing it this whole game. I don't know
Now-
why it's hard for you.
Because
Let
I'm
things
doing it
happen.
this whole time, so you don't have to.
I'm just over here setting shit on fire.
Yeah. I'm like,
Having existential crises, dreaming about boys.
Yep.
Murdering church people.
They deserve
you're
it.
living your best life.
Yeah.
Just frolicking.
I gave
Who
myself
cares?
easy magic.
Mine comes at costs.
Yeah.
Hers comes at costs.
Mine technically isn't even in the book.
No. Well, it's
Well, I've gone past what's in the book now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably
I mean,
part of it.
the only place that actually explains what the magic is like the Casti book
yeah. It's
From
first
old-
edition.
yeah.
from first edition, and even then it's very vague, so
Yeah.
I gave myself powers. 2 of which fucked me up. I've used 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I actually fucked myself up more than I was supposed to because I can't read my own instructions.
I feel like that was in character.
But
Like,
it made
you
it
might
more
not just say-
dramatic.
It was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first time you used it. Your body wasn't used to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure the first time Xenia shapeshift, she coughed up, 3 hairballs when she got back.
He didn't fully
She
shift back.
She broke her arm or something and was like, I don't know, honey, that's jelly
Right.
now.
You just don't fully shift back. Like you
Yeah.
have hooves or a tail.
Yep.
Aw. Okay.
The village is like, there's something wrong with that one. No, she's blessed.
Is it the next day now?
Yes.
That's why I'm only at 5 wounds.
Yeah, because I just bumped one of my dramatic wounds up.
The back
Oh.
porch looks like the opening scene from Revenge of the Nerds. It's just me and Magnus out back
Yeah.
shotgunning.
Oh,
kegs.
Hector's in our house now, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
he's been following.
Okay, but now what are we doing? Because
He's
you
all
need to
Batman now.
rest.
Yeah, today is the resting day and just doing setup shit.
What happened to the other wolf? Is he gone now?
Yeah,
The wolf.
I
is
talked him
gone?
down.
Okay.
I have
Oh,
one,
right.
We're
that was-
friends.
Yeah.
I have one
Sure.
thing.
Okay.
We're-
collecting,
we're-
You've come
collecting
to a
boyfriends
mutual
now.
agreement.
Yeah, we are peers now.
Sure.
It's like we're not like friends,
says
but we're
here.
cool.
I have
Yeah.
a note for myself.
Okay.
It says that
He's
I'm
gonna
going
have
to
to
ask
die, but it
Aurelia
won't be
to
from my
help
hand
with a
this
smear
time.
campaign against Madre Paloma.
That's
But yeah, because we have to get people to not like her because that's the issue right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. To make
Yep.
people like her.
So this is delegation day. I'm gonna tell Aurelia that's what we're doing.
Well, as you rouse for this day, Veronica's up doing her usual.
Doing her Veronica
Some
stuff.
of the house guests are also helping. Hector is nowhere to be seen.
Did he fuck off?
Oh,
No.
Batman. He is the knight.
No, he's in the room.
Oh, okay.
Do we still have that one guy locked in the basement?
No, I let him free.
We did.
That's
Okay.
why I'm friends with the wolf guy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
'Cause I
because he
was-
was like, "Why haven't you killed me yet?" We're like, "We didn't say we were gonna kill you."
So did my dress give me weird
There
visions
are
this
more of
time,
these
or is
to
it just
us allowed.
nah?
That's right.
We're good.
All the rest of y'all were like, "We're gonna murder you." So we're like, "We'll murder you back," and then you were like, "I'm good."
So we're good.
Yeah.
You only have one weird dream that night, and it is of a lady. You can't really see her face, but something about her posture and the way she's dressed, you keep thinking of basically like in Sorte lore, like you keep thinking of the Empress.
Oh.
She's talking to a crowd. The crowd is in complete adoration. You can't hear any words, right? Like it's like you're really far away in an outside auditorium, right? Like and all you hear is echo. Like you can't really hear what that figure is saying, but the crowd is loving every word, right?
We gotta feed her a frog.
And as
We'll feed him.
As the
I'll feed her the
speech
belt frog and the
continues-
hilt and the. Yeah, fucking go.
it continues like on the same even keel, right? There's no change in the delivery, but the reactions of the crowd
She's a
become
witch.
more and more pronounced. And it starts to make you feel very uneasy. Up until the moments where you feel the crowd like sort of boxing you in, right? Like you're, like when you're in a concert crowd.
Wait, I
and-
wasn't in the crowd, was I?
No,
Now I am. Okay.
now
great.
you are.
Love these dreams.
And
And then you look left and there's ponies.
and everybody is so enthralled and at this point so enthusiastic that it makes you very uncomfortable. Like
And then I look and it's Kirsty up there.
It's-
Just kidding.
Yeah, and
Across the
everyone
streams.
everyone's throwing their underwear on stage. It's very
Right.
strange.
it's a moment from like, just igniting, like you're close to frenzy, and then as the figure continues to speak, the best way you can explain it is that the crowd starts to tear each other apart. It becomes incredibly violent, incredibly fast. There's blood everywhere splattering on you. And you feel yourself like almost like drowning in that crowd as they're basically tearing each other to shreds.
And me?
No, you're
Not
just
you.
watching it.
You're just going under. And at this point, you're covered in people and blood, and you're just sinking further and further into the abyss. In the distance, the speech continues at the same level
Great.
until you can't hear anything anymore.
Great.
Did any of you guys watch Midnight Mass?
I was going to, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
That's so good.
Right?
I don't know.
I'm not the only one with a demon voice.
But similar vibes.
Well, that's nice. Was there any white roses in that dream?
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't we find that man?
Just a tuxedo mask.
Nope. Not yet.
Okay.
The man was
I need a
mentioned.
book. Do you have a book?
The man was mentioned, but
I
not
have a
found.
We got one.
We have one.
It happened.
Alright.
I should take this
Yeah,
one out.
okay, well.
No, you can be unprepared. It's fine.
Ah,
You can come back.
yeah, yeah. We don't need you to.
I guess.
You're fine. You're a guest in my house. You don't need to be prepared. There's no need to trouble yourself.
The dress looks like a cloak with a very voluminous hood. And it's blood red.
Oh, that's fun. I feel like
Is
at
that
this
what
point,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Virginia is trying to get out
Again,
of bed,
there's a lot of that imagery.
and it's pretty futile, but she's like fighting. And it's literally Ricardo with just one hand on her shoulder, like, why are you still fighting?
No. Ricardo just rolls over a little so that his body weight's on her.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's
My
like,
life now.
control
You're
the pin.
having a dream like a dog, right?
Yeah.
Except you're just stabbing things in your dream. You're just-
Oh, she's stabbing clerics.
yeah.
Aww.
Look at her go.
Oh, she's murdering bigots in her
It's-
dreams.
Oh,
It's so
that's
cute when her
sweet.
nose twitches like that.
Right.
Makes
Right.
all her freckles dance.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So cute when she smacks her lip. She's probably dreaming she's eating people.
Aw, so cute.
She's probably reliving that moment where she
She's like,
ate that person who tried to poison me.
Hey, guy.
I almost never see the glyph. Oh. Anyway.
Oh.
Here you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
so yeah, there's a little bit of activity
Glyphs would be crazy.
in the morning. Isak is still at the house, like sorta.
Like, I don't know why I'm here, but I don't know what
Well, he's
where I'm
helping
going.
Veronica, and then if some of you get up early, when you do get up, he's talking with somebody at the door, which Marilena, if you're up,
course
you
I'm up.
recognize as Angel, just coming to give what sounds like a short report, and he's just like, I guess I'm watching the door now. Like Veronica's in the kitchen, just like, you get it.
Which one's on hell?
He's one of
Help me with like the second one we killed.
yeah, he's basically one of the governor's, well,
He's a spy.
really a lot of his like spies.
Yep.
Oh, tight.
And yeah, like he's like just like nodding his head like, yep, sure, yeah, I'll pass the word along.
I mean, do we see this happening?
Yeah.
Okay. And I would just walk up to the door and say, "You can't come in for a bit. Yeah, busy."
Oh, Lady Marilena, no, I apologize. Lots of work for us to do today.
That makes sense. I figured we should show some hospitality, though.
Well,
eyes
I appreciate
for a bit.
the offer regardless.
Weekend.
Yeah, mid drink,
Only-
I just
for weekdays. Full time.
pulled the tankard over. I'm like, eh?
That's how you can
He
use the dryer.
sort of
Shit,
raises a
shit.
hand, but he's like, I will take one at a later time.
And I keep drinking.
You've still got the afterglow from killing so many church people.
Oh no, yeah. If I hear there's rumor of a smear campaign, I'm gonna go back into town. I got singing to do.
That's right.
Me and Evine
Yeah,
put in some
Aurelia.
work.
I'm mostly asking Aurelia because she's, she was part of the
Yeah.
propaganda machine,
Yeah.
so she
Yeah.
has some insights, but it's not
Olivia
so much.
might have some insights
Oh,
on this too.
Absolutely.
So go ahead and finish this.
Okay,
and
so
I-
we're gonna have our
Yeah.
2 girls have a play date,
Yep.
and then we can talk shop.
Our new daughters.
Yeah, no, I'll finish this, and I want to contribute.
You're gonna have to come to my sick bed, talk to me now, Ricardo.
When Angel sort of bows and says, I will leave you to it. Your boy here will give you the report I was asked to give. I'm sorry,
Your
I can't
boy.
stay.
He reckles at being called boy.
Of course.
And he sort of, again,
I'm a
bows and
man.
turns around and leaves.
I'm a veteran of the attack on the governor's life.
That's right.
I'm lauded as a hero.
Yeah.
Lauded.
I saved the future of Odysseus.
That's right.
I will have you know.
I was there.
I bled on those stones.
I know you're a man.
It takes a bit for the whole house to
Sits up at
rouse,
the
so
hearth.
I
I
mean,
love how in
is
your
that gonna,
memory
like,
he's like 2 feet
hold
taller,
on until everyone's
Yeah.
awake.
Muscular beaver.
incredibly more buff,
Yeah,
way less
when,
clothing than.
when we go into scenes where it's like Jimena talking about what Isaac did, like it's a completely
Oh,
different
it's
actor that
totally
plays the
different.
reenactment.
It's like a Bishy scene from a visual novel.
100%.
Suddenly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
way too much wind in his hair.
His
Flowers.
voice is 2 octaves like
It's like,
lower.
whoa.
Suddenly he's Ryan Gosling.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What
Yep.
happened?
Yep. He's
Voice
just like
dropped several octaves.
That's right.
unkempt beard like the entire time,
Yep.
right? Like
Yep,
just
yep.
just the rough.
Shania's sitting around being like, does no one not see that he's different now? This is not the same person.
Right.
Who is this man?
Genia's in the reenactment. He's like, oh, who is this?
He seems very
are
competent. I
you?
like him. He's good. He's good, but that's not who it is.
It's like the actor that plays Toph
He
in
keeps stopping
Yeah.
and posing.
that play.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
I like how Aang was like Mary Shelley.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
Best.
Yep.
I'm Aang.
Yes.
Wait, is that a girl?
so
Love it.
bent out of shape.
Cool.
So beautiful.
But yeah, as the house starts to rise, yeah, Isaac says there's just been reports of civil unrest throughout the night. I guess the attack at the university sparked various parts of the city to rise up, and Angel didn't call them riots exactly, but I think that there was some unrest.
They're riots.
I think the Cardinal had to come out early in the morning, and she brought Madre Paloma with them, and
Wait.
she calmed
you
everything
mean
down.
Fatima, right? Like we don't have a Verdugo situation. Right
Yeah,
now.
Cardinal Fatima.
Yeah, Cardinal.
Okay.
Fatima.
Just I don't know. I got
Because
scared
they're
for
still
a sec.
technically on the same team as they're
Mhm.
both part of the
My
church.
brain was like, my mom's a cardinal?
No, she's a duke.
No, she's...
No, there is no Duke.
Oh, because
The Duke runs my shop. Apparently, the Duke is Leandro.
Or does he?
That's what my dad calls her.
The Duke is behind El Vagabundo's mask.
God damn it, he probably is. That's where the Duke spent all
Who
the
is
time.
this person? Why is he wearing masks?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Genia
Genia-
was very
El
confused.
Batman,
She-
S. El Duce.
She was... Genia was not, like, taken in by him. It was just like, what the fuck is this shit? Don't you talk to him like that!
Yeah. Well, Jimena has
Yeah. You show respect. He didn't
He
do
has been
anything.
weaned on the legend.
My work here is done. You didn't do anything.
Nothing.
Yep.
I saw I was here. I was bleeding from my ears, and he stood there doing
Watch
nothing.
your tongue, strumpet.
Isn't that a type of pastry?
No,
No,
that's a
he,
crumpet.
Oh, but you put butter on them, right?
The only
Oh,
ones
you
that
Yeah, I
put
put,
butter on,
I
yeah.
put butter on my strumpets. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I can see
That's
it.
right.
I cry.
That's right.
Right, food play is valid. What? Don't king shame.
That's
All right.
Tony and I's secret cover. band.
Right.
Buttered strumpet.
Buttered strumpet. Oh my god.
Oh, that's great.
Fuck, it's ska too.
Yep. You know
Yes.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You
That's
know
my
it's this.
jam.
We don't make any money because we
Leave.
gotta.
I know it's your house. Get the fuck out.
Alright, everyone.
Tony and I don't make any money from that fucking band because we always gotta split our money like 10 ways and pay that one skankin guy that doesn't play any instruments.
It's just a hype guy.
Yep.
He just follows
You
up
can
on
tell
the
when he's
car and
phoning it in.
dances.
You're like, bro, bro.
He's just fucking dancing.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't feeling it tonight, man. Chaz.
Why is his name Chad?
Because-
Of course his fucking name is Chaz.
Because he's
With
the
a fedora?
skankin guy
Because he's
in
the
the
skankin-
ska band.
The ska band. Yeah, no, his name is absolutely Chaz.
Yeah.
His name is Chaz, and if he's foreign, his name is Remy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's the Quebec version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
And he's got a very
100%.
short-brimmed fedora.
In Quebec, there's two
No, it's
Remy.
a
There's
pork
this
pie
guy,
Yeah.
and
Only
then
if he's foreign.
This is
Remy has a pork pie.
Yeah,
Chaz has the fedora.
Well, I think it'd be more of a trilby. Anyway.
Trilby. Yeah, that's true.
Checkered.
That's
trilby.
fair.
Yeah, in
fair.
Quebec, there's two Remys. There's this guy, and then there's the other Remy who always has a cigarette and has a
you
fucking
can tell-
snowmobile in his backyard, like 24/7, even when it's summer.
That's his
The guy
getaway.
rides
He's
the
always-
snowmobile through the drive-through at Tim Hortons.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
cigarettes.
he's always fucking repairing that thing because it's probably from like '87, and
Wow.
it's like a ship of Theseus business. Like there's not an original part left in this.
The
Yeah,
snowmobile. Yes.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Love it.
And he
Oh,
goes
dear
to the
God.
convenience store and has a fucking account. He buys fucking bread and gets it marked up.
Like seriously, do you know this guy? Like
Yes.
Yeah. No, there was not a moment I
I
doubted
watched
that
him
he
for
knew
years.
this man. Yeah.
That's right.
This is.
100%.
He went to school with this fucker.
100%.
Someone's father.
All of this is true.
right.
Tony.
I'm like, I know the telltale signs of this type of story by now.
He
All right.
also had yellow shorts.
So cool. If we have, if that's what's going on, then I want to do some magic Norse shit.
You want to go? You want to go
And
spread some legends?
I want. Well, actually, first I want to know what. I want to learn about this individual. So I'd actually probably just ask Magdalena. I would like, what is she known as? How is she portrayed in the popular eye? Mechanically, what reputations does she have? Do we know?
I mean, I don't think I actually know much about that. I'd look at Aurelia.
I'm trying to find about Madre Paloma.
Yes.
Yeah. We want to know what we're starting with to wreck it.
Yeah. She's basically, if you ask Aurelia,
With them Jenga pieces.
Aurelia will say like she's to the people. She is a living saint.
Ugh. Gross.
She
Those are what always end up turning into demons in anime. So.
Basically.
Right. she
We've
takes
seen
in
this
the
show
sick
before.
and the poor.
I have watched Inuyasha.
She
is my
preaches
favorite
the
trope.
word of Theus, but rejects the more, I guess, ardent words of the second prophet that call to war and forcible conversion.
Oh, that's nice.
And yet here we are.
She heals the sick with but her words.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like witchcraft to me. She says as she flicks him.
As she lights her cigarillo with her thumb.
She almost certainly is some sort of witch, though.
Does someone bring Jenny downstairs?
The populace, yeah,
rest.
Ricardo eventually, because you need to eat.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we could have brought food.
Yeah, I'm like, we're taking
upstairs.
food up to that bitch. We don't. She
I
needs
was-
to take a nap.
I expect Veronica to be lecturing her,
No,
stuffing spoons into her mouth.
And every time you try to, just as you did to her.
oh yeah,
Every time you try to complain,
The tables are
right
now
into the
turned.
mouth.
at least at 3 separate occasions, Veronica threatens to carry Zhenya, like, you know, Zhenya has carried her for months.
You could not lift me.
Like, you'd be surprised.
I would be surprised. You're right.
She has some time to train.
I give Veronica a hero point for a strength check.
Oh, there you go.
Which means she gets 3.
As
Like,
she-
she'll get off of
Exactly,
shit.
yeah.
As she drops Jenny down the stairs.
She yeets you down, like, just as a...
Yeah, you land perfectly in your chair.
I
And then
feel like she
she
tries to
flexes.
do like a fireman carry and then just dumps.
It's a fireman carry that never fully stops. Like, it
Yeah,
just-
it becomes a suplex
it starts here and ends,
Yeah.
you know, on the complete opposite side.
at the bottom of the stairs. I
Yeah.
told you could not lift me.
You land on the other side, but upside down.
And as you say, you could not lift me. She's climbing on the ropes and is tapping her elbow.
Yeah, that's right.
So then we need to find something that proves that she is not a saint.
So pretty much reputation is saintly,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the is it-
she's a paragon of
Okay.
the Thean faith, and in the true sense, like not a fucking zealot crusader,
No,
like
sure.
like Verdugo.
Zhenya calls
There's
for
got to be a crack somewhere.
Well, I'm just trying to
Olivia.
figure out. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what angle we can
to
attack it
see
from.
what Olivia's got because she
to swap
has
her up.
firsthand.
Yeah, if you bring
Yeah.
but-
if you bring Aurelia and Olivia into this conversation, they land in the same spot.
Yeah.
Which is, well, the previous architect of information control in Liso is now dead. You could potentially use her tool in order to spread the word. However, and Olivia sort of steps up at that and says, my sisters are probably still detained at this point, and with Il Professore dead, I'm not exactly sure what they are going to do with them.
Which prompts Jenny to try to get up and be like, no, I said I would save them.
Yeah, you get
You get a spoon in your mouth.
yeah, you get a surprisingly firm hand from Veronica on your shoulder.
Are you going to break them out?
We will.
Yes, you will.
You feel some calluses on that hand. You don't know if your sister has been
She's been
working,
She's just out back doing this to the deck. Like it's really weird.
right?
So
Just
those
rubbing her
trick
hands on shit.
yeah.
There's cheese in my boobs.
Hell yeah, brother.
Closer to the microphone so we can
That
ASMR
really,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna make so much money on this one.
We're gonna make a
was
whole
blending into
Megan.
Jenny.
The-
Nice.
I don't want you to feel like this is personal to you, but I've had that dream many times.
Oh my.
So
I mean, if anyone, that makes sense.
I mean,
All right.
you know the
Look,
personage.
I'm a man of certain tastes.
The fromage décolletage.
Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds like
Ooh.
somebody's band, but I'm not good at
yeah,
saying.
that's right. It's like a French visual K band.
Yeah.
What?
You get
Yeah.
Okay, that's us.
We wear fucking like
just a necklace of,
Renaissance outfits.
of brie.
With the necklace of brie.
That's very squishy.
Not brie. What's the other one that's more
The
rigid?
like the goudas.
Yeah.
Something,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Get
yeah,
some
something
good
with-
Roquefort.
yeah,
in
some-
there.
some-
Some
with some-
Roquefort.
Yeah, something with some substantial. Yeah, something that'll
the,
stick
the
together.
little, the ones that come with the rind on them, the little
Yeah.
baby goudas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. That's yeah. Anyway, oh, and it looks like the pearl. It looks like one of the pearl strings or something.
Yeah, yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
We try to move on from
So-
this,
No,
but we can't.
it's beautiful.
It's too good. It's too good. I wrote both of those bands
I
down
hold up
here.
a piece of like bacon or something that got overcooked this morning to like the charred side, and I'm like, so if she's too perfect for everyone to hate her, we don't need everyone to hate her. Maybe we have
Maybe we
D.
have to go.
I love
Dance
how
in a disco.
still she's excited for these cakes.
Yeah,
for
I
her.
work there.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Okay, I get to frost them, but I don't get to eat them constantly.
I,
So
that
when I
sounds
do
terrible.
buy something to eat, it would be the free one. I don't buy the result one anymore.
Okay. Because no one else will eat them.
Do it. So
They just taste better when they get home. Sorry.
no, that makes sense. So basically, Rethel's like, let's just let her be a martyr. Like, maybe we pretend we're Winter Sun or whatever, take her out, and then, oh no, it's the worst. The fucking Inquisition came after her. Obviously, they're terrible because they got her. And then we're like, yeah, she was She was great.
So instead
she
of
was the
smearing
best.
her, we just continue to smear them because
Yeah.
everyone already
Yeah.
expects them to be shit.
Yeah, and like,
Okay. Okay.
and like, if her legend continues to do good, cool, fine. She's not going to continue to do shitty stuff behind the scenes.
That's actually very smart.
Rethel may or may not have come up with this idea. I don't
Jenny
know.
is
Yeah,
still
well.
is still trying to wrestle against Veronica. Like,
Yeah,
Ricardo just leans on you
yeah.
between the two of them.
Yeah.
Ricardo's just annoyingly in your way. Like, you can't really push your sister like out of the way. Like, it's all elbows and, you know.
I'm fine. I
He's
did
reaching for shit across the table.
right, which pushes her back into her chair.
Yep,
She's just
yep.
like,
It's just...
I'm fine. There is no handsome man on a white horse in the woods waiting for me.
You're...
Excuse
Would it-
you?
Would he only wait for you?
Well, if you're dying, he only comes when you die. Or when I summon him.
He needs to come for that stupid ghost.
Right. Yeah.
Evie, wherever you
appears
are.
at the table with
Yep.
a 1,000-yard stare.
Evie, wherever you are, in the distance, you hear the clip-clop
of those
a
chains.
low muttering somewhere in the distance.
Oh, man. How did it get all the way here from Eisen?
That's
Shit.
right.
But also, there's a wooden eyeball in the
Yeah.
bowl in front of you, Jenny.
That's right.
Like you're
It's been so long.
You're like peeling fruit or whatever. and
Yeah, I
it's
peel an
there.
orange and it is the eye.
It's layers of an onion and the eye's the core.
Oh my god.
Onion
I
eye.
pull it out of the pickle jar.
Don't put that shit back in your socket as is. Rinse it first.
And
Ooh,
then,
yeah, that's good. That would hurt.
and then I lean over to Isaac and I'm like, so this man, she stole this man's eye.
I
and
stole
ever
nothing.
since,
It's followed
she's
me.
been repeatedly placing it places, being like, oh look, he magically put it there. And
His
it
magic.
was kind of funny the first few times, like, oh, she stole the man's eye. And like, oh, it's appearing. But no, she keeps doing it.
In Rethold's, I love that in Rethold's mind, this is a fucking Edgar Allan Poe story where she stole that eye that one time and now it keeps haunting her, but Jenya's oblivious to it. She doesn't know she's being haunted.
I think it's the other way around. I think for Jenny, it's an Edgar Allan Poe thing. Like, it keeps coming
No,
back.
100%. And
Because
I
it's
just
totally
think,
magic.
and I just think, and Rethel just thinks it's a bad joke.
like,
That's right.
like Jenny has the
it's
the
her running.
presence to
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
jokes.
it's her.
Right.
It's her running gag.
It's also, I don't know, it delights me to no end that Jenya turned into a fucking elephant once, and it's like, that guy made his eye fucking disappear.
And that
Fucking
was the-
wizard. I'm gonna go back home and tell everybody about this. I met an actual wizard.
I'm gonna
you
turn into a
guys.
bird and fly home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn into a person. And then tell everyone about this. And then make the rocks come up so everyone has somewhere to sit.
Right.
And then tell everyone about this wizard I met.
And I
Jenya
shit you
called
not.
the rocks.
I shit you not. It was the two of
He
clubs.
removed his thumb from his hand and
put
put
it
it
back on
back.
and- That was the
wasn't
knife!
saying-
There was no blood. There was no knife. It just happened.
He
I
took,
watched.
he took my
I-
nose. He took my nose.
But then he made gilders come out my ears. I have no gilders in my ears. Do you keep them in pouches?
Right. I know where all of my money is.
Wow, Sleight of Hand just like destroys Shenya.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Just fucking wizardry. When you go back to San Felipe and you put together your demon hunting party and be like, I
Heaven
need...
forbid there be a busker in the square where your house
Right.
is.
You're like...
They will live like a king forever.
Yes. Take the money.
Genya, in all seriousness,
Ricardo has
surrounded
to
by
threaten him.
sorcerers.
Later, away
It's like
from
our
her.
party needs a wizard, guys. So I'm gonna go recruit one.
Ricardo,
find him.
Ricardo has to like come to him later when she's in the market and be like, "Bro,
Please stop taking money from my wife.
you take advantage of my wife, and I'm gonna have to kill you.
Just cut that shit out.
She's
Tone it down. Take a day off.
she's so lovely, but please stop.
I will murder you."
That's right. Put the fucking
You
deck
won't
of
even
cards
see
away.
him coming because he'll shoot you from a distance.
And when she asks what happened to that magic man, I will say he disappeared one day, and it will be true.
And she will be so impressed.
That's right.
It will be your greatest. It will be your greatest trick.
Wow, yeah, your final track.
The
your
prestige.
final-
That's
I
right.
was
The
gonna say.
prestige. The greatest trick is that Ricardo just yeeted him off the fucking
He
mountain.
just holds the flintlock to his chin, and he's like, "It will be the greatest adventure."
Look, we literally own this entire neighborhood. This is my land. Please get off.
I
Don't
mean,
tell my
maybe
wife.
that'll probably happen eventually.
We know 3 different scary men who have boats that can take you to different corners of the world.
Yeah, but none of them are wizards. Even though everybody has fucking magic powers, but who gives a shit? That one can make his eye appear wherever he wants to.
Right. Oh well, we'll just have to have a wizard's duel out in the fucking market square between the crotchety old crow and this new Giacomo and this new fucking what's his name from Notre Dame.
Oh.
Quasimodo?
No, the
Claude Frollo?
the jester guy.
Oh,
Clopin.
Yes,
Clopin.
Clopin. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giacomo is the bird from Thumbelina.
Giacomo is also the bard from the court jester, and that's where I pulled him from.
All I can think
But
of
also
is
I'll
the
have to
bird
check out
from
Thumbelina apparently now. Yeah, but yeah, fucking Clopin motherfucker versus this.
His name is Giacomo, but he speaks with a bad French accent and wears like a harlequin vest.
Yeah,
It makes no sense.
no, that's great. Yeah, that's
That's right. It's just like, this is European.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Pan-European.
The Veil of the Fairies.
I love it so much.
Yep.
Oh,
With his
yeah.
little
Pan-European.
feet.
Yep. He has shoes.
That's pretty much Seiya, too.
His little bag
He has
shoes.
also pan-European.
Absolutely.
Trying to bring it back. Trying to bring
Oh my god, I have a headache from laughing about Shenya being amused by fake magic.
My fake magic. It's just like,
Oh my god.
today I had a tower eat man, but
Today I had a tower eat man. I called a legendary fucking ghost to eat people.
Yep.
And then I turned into a bear. But did you see where that eye
but
came
like
from?
basic sleight of hand.
It's just that is the beauty. That is what I want Jenny to be. Just so easily impressed and amused.
It's wonderful.
And she doesn't think anything of her own fucking magic.
I mean, you're making this man's day, right? Because you
Yeah.
noticed when you were last at the crow's camp, like he was doing this shit for the kids. Like nobody else gave a shit.
Yeah, and then there's Shenya.
Everybody else was just like, we got shit to do.
Kasha, come see. He'll have 3 eyes now. I don't know where he puts it. Maybe in his nose.
Just
Or
under the tongue.
100%. There's
Yeah.
probably a gilder like permanently stuck up there.
It was an accident.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna make her a martyr and pretend to be Winter Sun.
But what about the Escadas? We need to do something about
Olivia
that.
says,
Who's these cars?
without
The Olivia's sisters.
Oh,
The Judys.
I mean,
without the professore to lead it, I'm maybe they'll put them back to work. But I'm more inclined to think they're just gonna get rid of all of them. They know too much about the operation.
I think we should.
Some of them are diehards, but not all of them
We
are.
smuggle them out to San Jose and try and reprogram them.
I mean, I don't think I have to smuggle them to San Jose. I reprogrammed one in my own house.
Why are you saying that with her right there? Yeah.
I showed her that what they were teaching her was wrong. She understood herself. She was not a prisoner here.
It's so boring. Fine. Whatever.
I promised Olivia I said I was going to save them before Olivia was here.
Sure.
I promised her when she was here. I'm going to do that. She's still like struggling.
Yeah.
Besides, it also helps.
And she like
her
coughs
cause.
up blood in her handkerchief and goes, "I'm fine."
Ricardo is just like, man, that jar of pickles is far away, and he's just like reaching over.
It just means we have more people to help us against this thing. Like, figure out what to do.
Aurelia basically says like, some of them might be willing to help. You might be able to put some of them back to work. The
If they
populace
choose to,
is
yes.
not going to look twice at them because they're used to seeing them around, and the church is not going to be able to attack them openly, or that would tip their hand.
If it is what they want to do, I will not force
Yes, absolutely. And I'm not saying you should force them to do anything, because if you introduce the idea before you give them the choice, chances are some of them will say yes. Not because they want to, but because that's what they are taught to do.
That didn't make me feel better.
But some of them will be wanting to help out of their own volition. If you can sort through that.
I just think if they die, it's wrong, especially if we can help them.
They are children who were not given the proper place to grow up and understand the world.
I know a little bit about that myself.
Exactly.
Yes, some of them have bought into this and see in it a way to make circumstances better for themselves. Some of them just had no choice.
She gives up struggling.
But
I will
how?
remember
Ricardo slathers some like a generous part of butter onto a nice thick slice of bread and ceremoniously puts it on the plate in front of Genya.
this. Begrudgingly eats it in front of him. Just
Someone else is
He
doing the
eats
taking
his own
care
piece
of.
of bread and he's
Can't
just
stand
like,
it, can you?
so good.
So, where are they, and how will we go about getting to them?
Genya knows.
Yeah, and Olivia also knows where the facility is.
Good. Let's take Olivia.
Yes, she needs to recover. Technically, I do too.
Right.
Good. Take a nap.
Doing nothing is pretty boring, though, I gotta admit.
I mean, Jenny is straight up trying to tear herself out of her skin. Sitting
Yeah.
still for more than 2 minutes.
Jimena's just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here.
The
guys.
sun is shining.
I'm
She's
glad we made
eating
it.
bread.
Do we want to do a long rest? Basically, do we want to just call it a day and reset for the next day so that nothing of hers is falling out to start with?
Ricardo is now working on an apple, and as he cuts a slice to eat, says, "Well, if you'd like,
Do we send out the B team?
I can
The B team.
I can ask," and he starts talking louder, "Evine, if Evine is around, and the two of us can actually go scout and see if there's any urgency at this location before we do anything."
Yes, I do think that would be a good idea. To get some information first.
Rather
Yes.
loudly rolls his eyes.
Yeah.
Man, those things are rattling in your
Yeah, it
skull.
makes-
What
it
the
makes a
heck?
sound.
His eyes are going to pop out now too.
What are they made
Suddenly
out
they're
of?
in your soup.
Are yours glass
It makes a sound.
or pottery?
Yes.
The scrimshaw, you know.
Jania pulls out her knife and that chunk of wood she was working on months ago and gets to carving. Goes,
Ah, there we go.
do what you need to do. I will sit still.
Well, now I'm interested. What are we?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like, ooh.
Let's talk craftsmanship.
She's got some green stones that she found back in San Felipe, and some driftwood, and she's been carving.
What are you using to carve?
Oh, it's this blade that my father made.
Now they're talking shop. It's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, if you want to get fancy, and I slide over a little roll of the tools, and I'm like, because this one you can like get in there, and this one you can
Some,
Right.
little shaving.
some
My mother
screenshot.
did all the knife work usually, but my father made this one. It's much more delicate than what she did. She made all the axe heads.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
okay, so somebody's gonna roll dice, I think.
Yep.
Somebody as in
Amanda.
our shadow friend.
Evine!
I assume Evine.
Tell me
heard
about
this.
that butt stuff, shadow friend.
That's right. Yeah. It's
No.
Shadow Friend, so it's tell me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to teach me. I just want to be there for you and hear about butt stuff.
Just tell me your secrets.
Yes, whisper it into the mic.
Funny.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I was just.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of because Jimena calls people random things in Spanish sometimes,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, she'd probably call Evine the Shadow, which in Spanish is just La Sombra.
Yeah.
which I never I never put that together
There it
before.
Full circle.
So it's like, no, it is butt stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
100%.
That's right.
I just like as you were saying that, I was reading
It
that on
came
my phone.
right back to the
and I was
butt.
like, wow.
Yeah. That big black booty.
That triple P, huh?
so Evine, roll for butt stuff.
That's right.
Okay.
Give me a butt stuff roll.
I've been waiting all my life. Been training for this day.
That's right. As I'm adding this entry to our OOC, I am reminded now of Russian nesting pens from our last session.
Yes.
Russian nesting pants?
Yes.
Bravo. Bravo.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
You need more than one pair. You don't never know.
yeah.
Oh, it's cute.
It's a fashion statement.
Always dress in layers. You never know if you spill something on the top.
Oh, pants.
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard pans. I mean, that kind of makes sense, But,
No, they
Russian
already-
nesting
No, pants.
Pants.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got your long johns, and then you got your regular jeans, and then you got your snow layer, and yeah, that just makes sense.
The rubber pants.
9.
So you can go
9.
wading in the water.
Are you okay, Rabbit? That's only single digits.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird.
Evine got poisoned by proxy when Ricardo did, apparently.
Yep.
It's because we spoke of her true nature, that she's just a shadow incarnate.
Yep.
That's right.
No.
No.
Sasha come out.
Oh, she's been on
Yeah.
Oh,
for like
She has
half an
taken up.
hour.
the bag has been offered.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So cute.
You betcha.
My fat baby.
All right. Evine, you and Ricardo roll up on the scouting mission, and you come across this building that looks like it could be like a schoolhouse, maybe, but it's really quiet. Did you hear the air being, the sound of air being pushed out of a nose
It's a native
with
bird.
force?
Sounds like a car revving an engine.
It's a small mammal that lurks
It's
in.
probably much louder
lurks
to
in
you 'cause
trees.
it's in your head.
Actually, no. I've heard squirrels scream, so I could see some weird noises
They're
coming out of
fucking
like
They're terrifying.
You're an island, yeah. So it's an island marmot that that expresses itself through its nostrils and can be heard for quite a distance.
Also, an animal you don't think will sound like it sounds. Hares.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Sound.
scream.
Oh,
Oh no, it's happening again.
They fucking shriek like
dropped a
nobody's
small one.
business,
What are
and
these
it's
doodads?
Oh, no.
It's somewhere near.
I'm like,
my
you're not
foot.
cute anymore.
I think it's like under here somewhere.
I see it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's under your chair.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I got it.
Dude, the
Oh,
like,
she
the
got it.
like groundhogs
Wait.
slash
I thought I did. Nope,
Like-
got it.
There we go.
yeah.
I'm gonna
the
have to get
groundhogs
things
are
are
happening.
happening
in like
personal for a bit.
Olympic
That's
Park
okay.
in Washington.
We're good.
Yeah.
That shout at each other
Oh yeah.
to signal danger. It's hilarious.
My
You're like, ah! It's so good.
there's one fucking groundhogs everywhere where I'm from, right? And there's one that was poking holes all over the
Nostrils
fucking
is not having it.
fields around my dad and uncle. Where my uncle was, I'm just gonna get my fucking rifle. You come with
Yeah.
me. My dad's not much of a hunter.
My
Like he
dad
doesn't
straight
like
up
this
bought
stuff.
dynamite. Because we had to go for
That
a
doesn't
backyard
surprise
here.
me.
My dad straight up bought dynamite.
Yeah.
But my uncle was there with the
Wow.
fucking
He
rifle.
Caddyshack this shit.
Yeah.
And there was that one particular groundhog, and he's like, "You motherfucker!" Like, and they sit down like next to a hill, and it was fucking Caddyshack. Cause my uncle would shoot, and this thing would go like to ground, like under, and then poke his head back out like a fucking whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
And my uncle is there just stringing curses, right? Like,
Trying to get the shot right.
and my dad being an asshole, he's just like, "Well, you know, we're gonna run out of bullets at some point." He's just like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like,
Not now,
this
I
is
need you to fucking leave.
And go to the store and buy
Bullets.
some.
That's right.
Yep.
Brother, I didn't kill you when we
No.
were children, but I can sure as hell do it now.
Major was just like,
not
this
with
is
me
some
or
cost
against me."
now. I've shot like 20 shots at this thing. It needs to die. Like I can't have shot 20 times and come back and
Can't go home.
Yep.
Can't go home anymore.
Yep.
Come back with your shield or come back on it.
That's right. But yeah, even you find the building. There's definitely people inside. And if you creep a little bit closer, like you find like the second story is mostly unoccupied, but the ground level and the basement has some activity in it. There's people up front that you know full well are guards. They don't look like guards, but they're clearly watching this building. There's more inside. There's people bringing like, I don't know, what looks like basically like lumber, and like they're about to do some work on this building maybe.
They're making coffins for the scars.
I
That's
was
metal.
Right.
Sorry, it's just the first thing that came to my mind.
It's tight.
There's some whispering like with the staff, but not too much. If you stay there for a little bit, at least once food is brought in. But it is brought inside the building and sort of left there. Whatever happens inside, unless you roll again to try to sneak into the building.
We should be for Vendetta this bitch.
I feel like Evine needs to pretend
You've
to
already
be a DoorDash person now. That's
DoorDash. Yeah.
Yes.
Evine dons their Domino's hat and,
Yeah.
and turns their bow into a box of two top mediums.
That's right. He's turned into a fucking mob hit. It's just a stack of like pepperoni pizzas, like concealing a bow.
wow. Side load down the hill.
Yep.
It would make more sense to use a crossbow, but you know, like
No.
No.
we're not doing this.
No.
When you're committed to an aesthetic, you
Right.
make that work.
That's
You don't switch
fucking
weapons.
right.
I mean, a crossbow might fit nice in a pizza box.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
But we're not in the business of being reasonable.
Crossbows are for punks with no style.
In the business of being
Right.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Evine
That's
comes
my
back to the
father.
house and is like, yeah, like I did it. I committed the murder by using a crossbow in a pizza box. It's like, I don't understand a single word of what you just said.
Crossbow.
Pizza. Still
Box.
wearing like a very anachronistic like Domino's outfit.
Yeah.
Give me pizza. P-I-Z-Z.
Oh my
Ew,
god!
don't get
oh
Amanda
my god!
started
I
with
hate
that
shit.
shit.
The
God.
fucking
Megan, god damn it.
Yeah.
one of my coworkers is also obsessed with this fucking video. Wow! Wow!
What have you done? You've opened the gates.
Yeah.
This is the most I've heard her in 2 years.
Wow.
I think the only thing that could trigger her more is fucking.
Don't.
Gundam
Why would
style.
you? Okay.
Because I
Not
can't
so
see-
much anymore.
Oh, it's dead now. Oh, that's
Apparently he's.
new-
Apparently
He's
he
been
has.
playing with
He has
BTS guys.
predicted that he's gonna make a new hit because he makes one every 6 years or
He
something
did.
like that.
He released a song with Suga, and
Yeah.
it's great.
It's awesome.
Oh.
He's been playing with BTS dudes.
Yeah.
Oh well, there you go. I guess so.
Probably we
So
know
I
what's happening
surrounded by
in
pretty
Korea.
Korean
Yeah,
boys.
God, Tony, get with the program.
My God.
I don't know what that is in Korean.
Probably figure out how to say that in Korean.
So the internet decided to cut out for most of the description until DoorDash things.
Well, tough shit because John's not here right now.
John
Okay.
has absconded to the facilities.
Yeah, your pizza bullshit.
Scared him away.
He was like, I'm out. I'm done. Which I respect. I didn't
Okay,
have the
well.
willpower to do it.
Here's what I wrote. They go out on their scouting mission and come across what looks to be a schoolhouse. It's definitely got people inside, but only in the ground level and basement, not the second floor. There are people up front who don't look like guards, but definitely are guards. There are others bringing it what appears to be lumber into the building, and that's when I said probably coffins. Not really sure though. And there's a couple more that seem to be staff that are bringing in food. That's what I wrote.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It was like coming through in little bits and pieces. You know, it was like schoolyard thing. Oh, yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse rocking, chip off the block from your favorite schoolhouse.
So I didn't realize
Hell yeah.
until this year that there was actually a song for like all the multiplication tables.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I apparently only ever saw like
Figure 8 was my
2 and
favorite.
5.
I like 3 as a magic number.
Possibly 8.
3 is a
Never
magic
heard of
number.
any of these.
And so I recently like went through and watched all of the other ones and was like, whoa, this is weird.
The only one I remember the song to is 5, of course.
Yep.
But Figure 8 is like a forlorn song.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like them ice skating.
Upon the ice, Figure 8. Yeah.
No, the ones I always remember obviously are 3 as a magic number. And then the one for 12, Hey Little 12 Toes. But those are because they were on the like Schoolhouse Rock CD that I had.
Yeah.
Like Blind Melon did 3 as a magic number.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
And I forget who did
Well,
Hey Little
well,
12
well, you were
Toes.
gone.
Better Than Ezra did Conjunction Junction.
Oh.
Pavement did a song on that CD.
I landed on the Soul Blind Melon album Sally and I own recently.
Mm-hmm.
Conjunction Junction.
That was your album. I was never really a huge fan of them.
I have the one
Let's go
album.
with my bra. Oh, Sasha scratches.
They got
Jeez.
Bismarcky to do the energy song.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
All right, so
I'm gonna try and be a foodie.
Yeah? I'm gonna try to
yeah.
bring in the food.
Yeah, which maybe will involve jumping someone who has food.
Yes. That 100% will be what you need to do.
They have a
because
bag of like
Yeah.
pitas.
There's a checkpoint.
Yeah, what's
This
the
isn't,
cuisine over here?
I already forgot her name. Indian character who has a bag of
Yeah,
food
that's right.
perpetually.
It's
You're-
been a while since we've knocked someone unconscious and stolen their uniform to sneak into somewhere.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's not
That's right.
Vanya?
Vanya, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Vanya. That's right. With the
Thank you.
entire Indian buffet up her purse.
Uh-huh. Beautiful.
All right. Yeah, you do spot the personnel bringing the food. Just a fairly like nondescript lady coming in with like a bag of stuff. It doesn't look like great stuff, if we're being honest.
It's
here.
assorted crusty bread,
Yeah,
but not good crusty.
it's assorted like
Slightly moldy.
They look more like rations than actual food, right? Like there's a pitcher of water and a bag of bread, basically like tack.
Back at the house in the distance, Jimena is suddenly offended.
Right? Yeah, you used to much better morsels than these. So since you're already hidden, I'll let you decide of your approach to try to take this person out. And I'll give you a roll.
What's Ricardo doing this whole time?
Ricardo's posted in front of the building and
Oh, he's your backup.
basically has the rifle trained on the building and is ready to fire if anything goes sideways. He's also spotting in the windows.
I definitely don't want to murder them.
Yet.
So I will see if I could like get close in some sort of foliage or otherwise,
Yeah.
and
I think it's funny that you
snatch.
you can
Huh?
jump shadows, but you're like, I don't want them to see me.
No, I don't.
No, that's like
No.
It just has to be some sort of sudden, like, oh, now they're in a bush and
Yeah.
they're unconscious.
That's right.
Then I don't have to
Get in the
stash-
bush,
I mean, I can't hide them.
pick it up like it's your
I have them in the
skirt, and then
shadow.
like
Yeah.
tiptoe over
Yeah.
to them.
It's because
Exactly.
Manda is
Humans
playing.
now.
Manda's playing. You're all playing your own game, and Manda's playing Metal Gear Solid, and she's
Yes.
going for a no
Yep.
alert run.
Yeah.
She's
Nice.
no exclamation points, like nobody can see me.
Yep. I got the box. That's
Yeah,
all I need.
that's right. You
So
need
super
you need that equivalent. So you need like a crate. You need a barrel.
hmm
A crate
Great
and
ads.
barrels.
I
And
was
a
just
barrel.
thinking,
So then you're going to a furniture store.
Bed, Bath, and Beyond.
You
That's
show
right.
up with a couch. I don't know. The sales lady.
They were really convincing.
right?
How amazing would that be, though?
Just
You sneak 3 people in a fucking couch, and then like at some point it's like, "What's this couch doing here?"
So
And
it's
3
a
people jump out from under
It's
the
a
cushions.
Trojan couch.
Yeah,
it was meant to be a pullout, but we took the bed out and filled it with people.
that's right.
Oh my
something Trojan pull out. Ew.
Ah.
Heyo.
Yeah,
Again, my house. I'll leave.
I'm gonna start referring to that rival that got super murdered as Ocelot.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
We
so classic foliage cover.
Yep. So you need
Wait for the last one of them. And
Yes.
just sort of.
Pick them off like a wildebeest.
so that will be like a finesse based roll. Do you have brawl at all?
I believe I do. I've done the thing again where I was like, who needs a character sheet? I know my rules.
You
I do the
dumbass.
same
I'm pretty
rules every
sure
time.
you have brawl. You're in-ish. I think you're just born with it.
Yeah, right.
Probably don't have a match,
I-
but hey.
Maybe she's bored
I'm
with it.
very sure
Maybe
that I
she's
have
from the Isles.
something.
Yeah.
Love
The,
it.
the king of Innismore, who the fuck knows, just goes by the O'Bannon. Just never
Yes,
wears
I do.
shoes and just rolls up in random alehouses, like drunk off his ass, and just fights people.
Yes.
As a good Irish king should.
Yeah. And then he disappears.
beautiful.
He may or may not be a she.
Yeah.
It's not the first time
Everyone.
I've
You
seen
can't tell through the beard.
Right.
I think you mean like she is in the fairy. Yes.
Yep.
There we go.
this. Oh.
You can't tell from the beard.
Yeah.
Same
That's why Ben
statement.
and I had that. Like that statement holds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I do.
Roll that
Brawl.
beautiful brawl footage.
Yeah. So like that will be a finesse because you're basically gonna try to go for a sleeper hold. I would assume.
Mhm.
Nah, just kill him.
Yeah, you get it. For it to work, your victim will not fall asleep until you go.
That's how it works.
Just kiss them so long they run out of air and pass out.
You can do that.
Anything's possible if you've got the gumption.
That's right.
Sometimes it helps if you bite their tongue off too, then they lose too much blood and they die.
Or choke on own blood.
Another 9.
Works on the battlefield really
Number
easily.
9.
Well, that's not one.
Yeah, like a
That was like
I
a
do think about kissing in the middle of a battlefield a lot.
like.
See, but that's not very romantic.
oh, we were
This
supposed
is
to be
when-
romantic.
That sounds like to you people.
Means
Yeah, it sounds
that,
hot.
what if we kissed in the middle of the battlefield?
What if
Blush face.
Oh
what if
my.
instead of murdering each other, we maybe kind of held hands? Maybe.
That'd be interesting.
Explicit hand holding.
Isn't that what they called heavy petting back
Yeah.
in the day?
Explicit hand.
Let's just
Gonna
slap.
go necking.
Let's just slapping each other really hard.
Are your ungloved hands touching each other?
Catch
Catch the 18+ stickers. We need to put them on the cover.
Unchaperoned.
Oh.
Give me a ruler so we can keep the ghost of Jesus between you.
We are so just.
Yeah, we're really distracted
That's
today. It's,
cool.
it's great.
All right, Mana rolled a 9.
Yes.
Quality.
She
So
shoved
like-
the 9.
Like an
An hour
urban
ago.
hunter, you wait until your prey is separated from the herd and
Pick off the sick ones.
And then you eat.
pounce. Unfortunately, it's less about foliage as it is about finding like city street cover. So you end up
Dumpster.
pouncing on her. Yep, basically in the shadow of an awning.
Yep.
You end up pouncing on her. Unfortunately, her bag of food like drops on the ground a little bit, and one of the breads rolls. At first, you're not sure if it's a rock that you just like knocked over, but
Ugh.
it is legit.
Let's replace it with a rock.
Hopefully
Yeah.
it's soft on the inside.
So I'll let you decide whether you put that bread back in or not. I'm not sure it makes much of a difference, but
Yeah.
um,
I'll put it back. Blow it off a little bit.
yeah, it rolled in the
Quietly
dirt a
say,
little bit.
5 second rule.
Yeah. Yes. So now you have
Naveen is Deadpool.
a sleeping lady that, like in Back to the Future 2, you carefully lay atop a pile of garbage for her to wake up / be collected later, because that's what you do with people who are passed out. And yeah, you get into those clothes. Definitely not as fine as yours. These clothes
No.
need a good wash.
Ugh.
Yeah, they have.
Maybe I'll tuck the bread roll into like her hand.
There you go.
If your clothes have anything to say about this, you need this more than I do.
Yeah, you
Yep.
get into the clothes, but they almost like, as you change, like they almost have a shape of their own. Even as you're wearing them, like you're not exactly sure they're falling on you. Like they just exist around you.
I was
So-
gonna say, is it alive though?
No, no,
Be
they're
careful.
they're just really dirty.
Evian looks good in anything, but this burlap sack.
That's right. No. Even being even, you make it work. And
Suddenly it's too fashionable.
before long, like you just hurry
know.
your step a little bit,
It's a new
and
trend.
Yep. You hurry your step for a bit and manage to catch up with the rest of the crowd.
Yay.
So you're led inside after like a quick checkpoint. You notice that the rest of the people in the group are also bringing in other supplies. There's a few pitchers of water that the others are carrying. There's soap. There's like basically like fresh towels, and I will let you imagine the air quotes at fresh. They're mostly clean towels, right? They're white. Ish.
More of an ivory at this point.
Yeah.
Mother of pearl.
Mother of pearl, like cream colored.
Eggshell.
Eggshell. Yep.
Well, there it is. We've started this.
We've hit the color quarter of YouTube.
For those of
I
you
agree.
listening to this, please feel free to put the timestamp.
Alabaster.
I love that part where they talk about colors for a long time.
JC was like, "Yo, you need to see this girl's TikTok who does colors, but as if it's from the voice of Werner Herzog, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I gotta look at that now.
Yeah,
You're led inside. There's a fair amount of guards inside, like way more than you would have expected from the outside. And some of them are dressed like they could be school staff, but they also have weapons right now, so pretty clear
Damn.
that they're at least enforcers. And
School
you're
staff in America.
you're led.
Is there a metal
right.
detector like right
That's
there?
right. And because everybody's
Stealing
wearing
records.
weapons, the students feel extra safe and free. So
Aw, that sarcasm cuts like a knife.
because
Oh,
that
beautiful.
fucking solves the whole fucking problem.
That was beautiful.
So,
See,
Like
also
when I was
political
looking for an
commentary after the
apartment
color.
when I first came to Cincinnati, and one of the first places I went was nice-ish, not really, but one of the first things they told me was, "Oh well, it's very nice here because we have armed guards on the premises 24/7." And I was just like, what?
24/7.
Why is that
"Excuse
nice?
me?
Also,
Why is there a need for this?"
Youch.
I did not stay there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
seems like a safe decision there. Ish.
but yeah, you're basically led to the basement level where there's like the whole basement level, which is pretty large, is set up also like multiple classrooms, and inside a few dozens of people huddled into each classroom. No classes are happening at the moment, but they're just there, right? Sitting at the desk, sometimes like at the tables, and the doors are not locked, but it's pretty clear from their posture and from how your escort is acting that they're not allowed to leave. So
Who's not allowed to leave?
basically like the people that are down there in classrooms.
Oh. So they're not students. I don't know.
They could be. I mean, it's not like they're wearing uniforms. Like the closest that Evine can make a connection is, you know, like they're dressed similarly to what Olivia was before you brought her in.
Mm.
It's not a uniform, more of a dress code.
Yeah. And there's not a lot of chatter. You hear like whispering and, you know, but it's actually pretty quiet down here. You get shown to like a table where you heap the bread. It does make a sound like you just dropped a sack of rocks like on a piece of wood. And then there's like water pitchers getting heaped up. One of the people that escorts you sort of goes further into like one of the corner rooms. A second one goes behind them, and then both of them come in with basically like a barrel of stuff that sloshes inside that doesn't look like it smells great, and they're
Not the barrel of stuff.
they're basically
Barrel of stuff.
yep
Butt stuff?
they basically no
Oh,
well perhaps
Sure.
because that barrel does smell pretty bad, and it dawns on you that they're
It's a bathroom? Yeah.
it probably contains the collection of the chamber pots as these two people sort of carry this heavy thing outside.
Potential for gross hilarity. Make this person
Wait till
sick.
they're at the stairs, then do it.
oh no.
That's right. Just poke a hole in it.
Ew.
So, yeah, one of the staff sort of looks at the lot of you at that point and says, "All right, that will be all." And sort of steps like behind your group as if to be like, "Yep, it's time to turn back and head out."
Doors that away.
I mean, this was a sneaking mission. I was just supposed to be checking out what it was, not necessarily solo freeing everybody
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
moment.
Yes. So.
But I will make any note of like potential exits and
Perfect.
that kind of stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you'll have that in mind. The people in here seem pretty beat down is the way I would describe it. Like not physically, like it's not like they're beat up, but like they're pretty like
No motivation.
they're not offering much resistance.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're basically being escorted with the same group. As you exit to the front door, the one of the staff basically locks the door back up. The people up front are sort of milling about, just milling about, like back and forth, like watching but not watching, right? Like they're trying to make it appear like they're not guards, which absolutely they are, right? And you notice that more materials have been brought up near the side of the house. Yeah, like basically
Like
it's just
coop
lumber.
materials?
No, just lumber and nails. Not enough to build like a. Not enough to build like a, you know, like a sizable project, but you know, just enough to do
Yeah.
like some work. Maybe they're gonna repair the roof. Who knows?
Wait, is the lumber being brought in or out?
No, it's all getting piled outside. And yeah, before long, you get to separate from the rest of the group. The lady you knocked out is still out, cradling this piece of bread.
I'll neatly fold her smelly clothes back, put them next to her.
Yep. You'll do the tablecloth trick on her,
Nice.
and her dress is back on.
Somehow.
And yeah, before long, after you break away, Ricardo will meet back up with you. And say, yeah, I don't know what this is about building stuff outside. If it was me, and I know this is a school, not like a military house, but I would think they're building like barricades or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It doesn't make much sense out here. Most people probably don't even know about this building.
It's strange.
Did you feel any sense of urgency inside?
Not really.
Well, we may have a little bit more time. How do you want to do this? Like, do you want me to stay out here and keep watch? I know we can be in touch. I mean, at this point, I'm sort of afraid to ask Evine, but like every time I'm alone, I'm sort of expecting that I can talk to you, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I
But
feel
She
like
does
the way
like, oh, you, but like the whole Eddie Izzard, like, nod, shake head, nod. No, it's fine. Yes, I'm absolutely watching. No,
I like to
No,
believe,
but maybe. But
I like
no,
to
but
believe
maybe.
that she's only really paying attention when you actually address her.
You do have to summon her name.
Yeah. Otherwise it's so much
It's like
information.
it's like
to
standing in a
process.
busy market. You can't, it's all there in the public for you, but you can only really
I mean,
focus
there's only
on
one
thing. at a
UV
time.
per dimension,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
Oh, you can't tell them that though.
No.
Can't give up that bit of detail.
Yeah. And
I just watched the one today
Oh,
for the first time.
the one
Like with Jet Li.
with Jet Li.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think Evine has killed off all of her
That's right.
all of the multiverse clones. She's the
right.
strongest.
yep.
there so
She
the
ate
only
them.
one.
That means you need to have like a massive prison fight against like hundreds of inmates. Play
Yep.
King of the Hill.
Yep.
I'm not locked in here with them.
Yep. You're on my bitch. All right.
I was not expecting, and I don't know if this is like where this comes from, but at the end when he's the bad one is sent to the spoiler alert.
Yeah.
The bad one is sent to the hell dimension.
Yep.
The other inmates like creep up on him and is like, fresh meat, you got a pretty mouth. I was like, oh my god, that's where that comes from?
No, it's from Deliverance.
Yeah,
but-
it
Yeah.
has become a
Yeah.
meme in every
Yeah.
other movie. Yeah.
Yep. Which is unfortunate because that movie is the stuff
thankfully
of
have not
fucking
seen
nightmares.
Deliverance.
Out of nowhere.
That movie is directed by the same guy that directed Zardoz.
Somehow that
Nightmares.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
All
all makes
nightmares.
sense.
That movie is like, oh yeah, look,
Oh, look, we're going canoeing.
yeah, it's this White River rafting with my buddies, and then suddenly you're like, oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yep. It's fucking banjo.
Oh god, I have to find that Yelp review.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
She's
Uh,
ever present. I don't know if anything else is necessarily going to happen very quickly here.
yeah, that's the impression I got. They're just dropping stuff, but they're not quick about it.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. Either they think they have time, or well, either way, why don't I stay here? I'll keep watch, and if there's anything, I'll let you know.
Okay.
If it changes,
Just whisper into a nearby shadow.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's incredibly handy, and that's also what I fear.
Don't think too hard about it, Ricardo.
Nope.
At least you're polite and you don't respond when I hope you're not in the room.
Oh no, I've never seen anything like that.
Good. I'm gonna take your word for it.
That remains vague.
I mean, you're either very truthful or very polite, and I appreciate either. So,
That's fair.
all right. Well, I'll go back to take the post. You feel free to go report this into the house, and then I'll let you know if anything changes. Would you mind telling Zhenya I'm just in reconnaissance because she might want to come out here?
I can't lean on the pickles anymore.
Of course.
Yeah. And yeah, he goes back to his perch.
And she immediately informs Zhenya via shadow mail.
She looks up around. Evine? She puts down her knife. Oh, okay. Ugh. I'll wait here.
All right. So, with this setup in place, you'll get Evine's report as well as the situation out there. There's no immediate sense of rush. So, if you so choose, you can, in Tony's parlance, take a long rest and take a day off.
Long rest only gets me down to here.
The ship character sheet doesn't exist. I can't find it.
It keeps.
It's elusive.
It's like the fucking Flying Dutchman. Like it appears at the edge of your vision.
Was there one in the old PDFs?
There was one in the old PDFs.
I don't keep looking.
I might have it. I have a bunch of them on my phone.
I same. I'm just the challenge is finding it because I'm like at this point I'm just gonna make a character sheet out of binder paper.
For all the ships. Yeah, I think we might not be a bad idea, right?
And just since we're taking a quick breather, the Blatant Gull.
Yep.
The first ship we took was originally a Vodacce.
Oh, I have these notes.
Was it a Carrack?
I believe it was.
Okay, because then we refitted it to be a little more.
You remove one of the decks, right? Is that the one?
No, the smaller ship, the Phoenix
Oh, it's
Call.
the
That was the one that we
Phoenix.
burnt off. So we refitted the Carrack because it was originally carrying slaves, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the one we took out, and then we sort of refitted it, but more or less kept it the same ship. So that one I'm counting as a Carrack, but because I led the redesign on it,
Yeah.
I've given it the ship history of Vestin. So if we raid with it, we get the full ship's wealth rather than half.
Nice.
And then I remember the Phoenix Call was a very small ship that was docked at the island that we burned off the top deck to make it even faster.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm counting that one as a brig that we refitted into a brigantine.
Right.
And I'm giving that one the background that it's a Castile
One
ship.
of them was a sloop.
Yep. There's a sloop somewhere in there.
I think my notes about the ship are.
I think that was the last one
written
we got.
ones.
I think our
There was a little
Do we
sloop
have three?
on the back of Isle de San Jose, and then there was the other one that we commandeered.
Well, there's the gull, the phoenix, and the wren.
The
or
wren
was
is
the
the
wren.
sloop. I
Yeah.
Sable Wren. Although the
The
Sable
Sable
Wren
Wren
is
Oh no, the
its
Ren
own-
is yeah.
Is a
That's the one we
They're,
gave.
they're an allied ship.
Mhm.
I don't know if there were other ones. That's all I got.
There was a sloop, though. I remember there being a sloop. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I remember
I
that
don't know
it was
if
a
we
weird
kept
word, so
it.
I remember that.
Yep.
But,
The sloop was on the back of the Isle de San Jose.
yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's the one that
Maybe that was the Screaming Phoenix.
is the one that we refitted to be a brigantine.
That very well might be it. All right. So you're taking a day off.
She was like a little pistol.
Any business you want to get to? Any preparation you would like to make?
I think Jenya's at home drawing maps of what Olivia tells her.
Yeah, and Evine can provide some current data
Yeah.
to this as well.
I probably just spend my day like sewing. It's been
I
a
would-
while since I've just done crafting.
Awkwardly staring at the dress, being like, "Are you gonna tell me something?"
The dress is silent.
Jimena is working up her energy, so she's eating more than normal.
Wow.
She keeps going down in the basement, and every time she comes up and goes back down, she just grabs more food.
Veronica's suddenly like,
I'm gonna
"Shit."
find.
Like, no matter what you hear, do not come down there.
Yikes.
And you drag Isaac down with you.
Probably. It's like, Isak, I need your help.
Take your shirt off and stand there.
All right.
It
So,
is
She just
required.
loosens the top button. Like,
so
there
how
we
many
go.
days off are we taking so I know what to erase
Well,
off my death
how
spiral?
many days
I have five
do you
things.
want to take?
I mean,
So
I would say
I've
at
been-
least 3.
I've been erasing them all. Like I've been taking the option to erase them all and just choosing not to heal them. Because
Technically,
mechanically you heal back to
reset
full
when it's
every
another
session.
scene, but with this, like it makes sense. It will take you time to heal too.
So that's why I'm like,
Wait,
Well, see,
reset with a
Zhenya
shield?
has-
What?
Has magic that heals every night. She heals a dramatic wound.
Right.
Because that's just Matushka's touch.
I don't know
Sure.
why, I just thought that was normal.
I thought you had to I thought you actually had to do things to heal all the dramatic wounds.
not technically.
Okay, well I've been playing hard mode, guys.
Well,
like
No,
real,
it
I've been
has-
playing real hard mode.
Yeah.
Like I know you lose all your
Dramatic wounds remain until the end of the episode, or until the hero manages to heal them with
Yeah.
enough through the course of play.
yes.
So, episode is basically like
Like a session?
well, no, like
No.
this is the episode right now. Is you all in Liso?
Yeah.
This
So
is, yeah.
we haven't finished our objective. It's still the same
All
episode.
normal wounds are healed,
Yes,
This is the
Dramatic
longest
wounds,
episode.
or until
Wow.
the heroes manage to deal with them through the course of play.
I would have
exactly.
called that a chapter.
So
her
I
magic
mean, it
heals.
technically is.
Yeah. So Jimena could give me a draft that could heal a dramatic wound,
Right.
but every night we sleep, I automatically heal
You're
one
just
as well.
maintaining it too. and you
Mundane
can-
healing, such as visiting a doctor, isn't an instant cure-all that doesn't come cheap, costing 1 wealth and several hours of uninterrupted treatment to heal 1 dramatic wound.
Yep.
Okay, but so just resting the whole day, would that let me take off a dramatic wound? How does this work?
With this crew, I'm assuming it does because you have enough people here that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That with a night's rest, and people will change your dressings, and Zhenya alone knows medicine and will not
I
let
have
any
the
of your
triage
wounds-
neck and I
Yeah.
have all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So yeah.
So
But
as long
what
as
is-
Jimena
do you-
has potion.
Do you
Yeah.
any regular wounds, like
Yeah.
overnight?
yeah.
Just like how much?
The regular circle's all clear at the end of a scene.
Yeah.
It's just the floaty ones that don't heal.
Yeah.
So it's
Like,
like
even the ones in between?
Yeah.
The ones in
So
between
all
all
circles in the spiral clear, but
But all the stars,
stars
stay.
take longer.
they represent basically like flesh wounds, and you can start rebuilding those, right? Like the
Okay, so I don't know why I'm asking this late in the game, but
Because we never figure out how to play a game.
Yeah, we
just
never.
play.
We've never, yeah.
but
Like, we
seriously,
always
though,
get to a point where
That's
we're
our
like, wait, we've
secret
been
cap.
doing it wrong the whole
Yeah.
time.
if I'm doing lashes, I always assumed I went like this, and then I included the dramatic wound in it. I don't.
Yeah, you include a dramatic wound. These just stay. They're like dramatics.
Okay.
And,
So
and
it's like-
they're like
your bruises
aggravated
go.
damage.
Your bruises go away, but your arm is still broken.
Yep.
So
I feel like I've healed these more easily than I should have. Then.
yeah.
I don't think you have.
I mean,
you
outside-
always-
Shut up.
Yeah.
You're always
outside of
fucking
Zhenya
wounded.
literally healing you,
Mm,
like
okay.
The thing is, like, even if these boxes are empty, right? Like, let's say like you get up the next morning and you're at 3 dramatic wounds, like. You could take a pistol shot, and even if you don't fill these boxes, you can get back to dramatic.
Found it.
You found it?
Yes.
Nice.
I was like, if it's anywhere, it's in a pirate book.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are we agreeing on 2 days then? 2, 3?
I'm Zhenya can't sit still for longer than 2 days.
Well,
Okay,
there's
then
plenty
two.
of garden to tend.
Yes.
So 2 days would bring me to 3 dramatic wounds, and that's totally feasible for Zhenya to be.
And Jimena can
Functioning.
give you something.
Jimena
Yeah.
can give both of us something, I'm sure.
Why don't all of you who have any sort
That was
of
right here. I erased it already.
so Zhenya knows like field medicine.
Yeah.
If anybody else has,
I have 3 dots in survival, and I have the triage knack.
Yeah. So
But I mean, like, basically what's going to happen was, if it's 2 days,
Alright.
that goes away, and those go away.
Yep.
And then I would have immediately, on the second day, taken that last round of 5, and I'd be here.
Yep.
And then am I getting any other healing? Or am I just like this now?
Well, those of you who have
like
any
that.
sort of like medic knowledge, so you can roll your survival, Zhenya. Give me rolls right now.
Survival and wits.
Yeah, let's go with wits for that.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
should just get
dice.
myself together.
They'll roll
you
real
can
nice
get
though.
it through scholarship too. Like if you.
I'm saving to actually get the weave, the new weave.
Oh yeah.
So that's where this is going.
Bless
That's
you.
right.
Thank you.
Goodness.
They just come out of nowhere. Oh, that's a 3.
Like, I'm extra chill today. That didn't spook me either.
All right.
What's up with that?
I know.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Dear God. Now, but I'm disturbed.
That's not my name.
4
4.
and a sad, lonely 8.
Aw.
For those of you who need it, there are 2 extra dramatic wounds. Feel free to distribute those among yourself. So
Dibs.
Your regular, atop your regular healing, you have a pool of 2.
So we're resting 2 days,
Yep.
and then there's an extra 2.
So a 2 among
So
all
I'll
of
give
us?
1 to Rethold and 1 to Jimena.
I can take both, actually, if you want.
Well, Jimena's also pretty fucked up.
You mean Marlena?
Oh,
God damn, Marilena, yes.
oh wait,
I was like,
healing.
Jimena's
Yeah,
fine.
these are healing.
Oh, no, heal.
Yeah, no, we're healing.
I
He
was like,
doesn't
I'll
wanna
take them
heal.
on. Let's go.
Yeah,
my
no.
God.
No, he needs them.
Yeah.
Jimena's
They feed
fine.
me.
I mean, it also feeds me, but
Yeah.
when I'm this
you can
close
keep
to
one
my...
for yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, I can
Out
keep
of
a
everybody
couple.
at this table, Jimena is the one that gets like the least fucked up ever.
Yep.
So heal 3 dramatic wounds, Marilena.
Except
Okay.
maybe Evine.
Well, that
'cause
puts
Evine-
my lashes to 4.
Veen fucking cheats.
Damn. Okay, that works.
That's right.
You don't have a printer here, do you?
I want to go find whoever made those terrible bread rolls and
Shake
get
them?
Jimena to destroy them in her skating room.
Oh yeah, no, let Jimena know where the bad bread people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad bread
We
people.
So I'm at 2
the
dramatic
subplot,
wounds
the
now.
subplot we didn't know
That's
we
right.
needed.
What are you at?
I'm at 0, actually.
Okay, so
'Cause
you
I just... So, with the 2 extra you gave me, I was able to take 2 lashes off and then immediately heal those.
There you go. All right.
So, I'm at
So she's at full health. I got 2 dramatic wounds. That range is good for me because
Yep.
I have the shit that he has. So We're good to bust some heads.
Well, this is very much the thought you are going to be in, because real early on the second day, like 5 a.m. about.
He is risen.
That's right. And nobody believed it.
Fucked up. We waited too long.
Oh man, it's Easter Sunday? Shit.
That's right. Somebody's like, that fucking stone rolled and nothing could have moved that stone. But Christ our Savior.
Except for the time when we put the stone there.
That's right. No force on earth.
I could move this stone.
You said one on the second day? You mean after the second
Yeah,
day?
so
On the third day.
yes, after you took your 2 days of rest,
Yes.
that morning, Evine,
Look to the east.
at 5 a.m.,
That is the east.
Ricardo, you hear Ricardo's voice saying,
Looked at him.
Evine, I hope you're still listening. It is now very much apparent what they're doing with the wood.
Are they building a hangman's noose?
They're boarding the whole place up,
Oh, well, that's not going to help them.
but nobody left.
That's cute.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Well, if they're using fire, though, we got something for that.
Yeah, right. That's not going to
you
help
could
them.
just be like, no.
How to rally the troops.
Bust that building open.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watch out here. I've been trying to harass the workers without calling too much attention to myself, because there's a lot of busy bees down here. But yeah, if our folks could come here at their earliest convenience,
You guys are getting yourselves
Everybody get
down
up. We're
here.
going elephant.
I think they're about to either torch the place up or kill everybody inside in one fell swoop.
While torching the place
Oh
up.
dear.
Okay.
Also, I think
Avengers
much
Assemble?
like that really creepy quiet guy from Tiger and Bunny, when Evine is in the shadow speak, it's like weirdly loud.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, because it all sounds
like
muffled.
an
so-
intercom of the suits.
right. You never hear Evine, but then like that morning it's just like, "Oh hey Ricardo!" Like just like belting into the house.
Well, it's like being on a phone with bad reception. All the shadow muffles everything, so you just feel like you need to shout through it. Like,
That's
Yeah.
right.
It just dampens the sound.
Yep. That's when my grandma was alive. I was like, your voice doesn't need to carry to me, Grandma. That's not how phones work.
Yells.
Well,
Also holds it like this.
her original phones were probably tin cans with strings, so yeah, you,
Well,
you
more or
did
less.
have to yell.
She had that fucking like cream-colored phone, like that. The receptor was
right.
like a
Rodeo
horn.
dial.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like a full horn, right?
Oh.
Like it had like a big fucking receptor at the
Yes.
bottom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
It's beautiful. Love it. Alright, well,
So
if
everyone
Evine...
gets an Evine alarm clock.
So this is the Jubilee Academy. This is
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
This is not what's her fuck that we were supposed to be killing.
No.
Okay.
But she
Yeah.
probably put in the order.
Sure. Yeah. No. She's unassailable. Except we're gonna assail the hell out of her. So it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
He made a career out of sailing, so you know, unassailable doesn't stop you.
Wow. I was gonna do all this footwork for you, but you know what? No. Fuck it. I want you to do it all.
I have a history of pissing off my relationships with my friends.
Aha! I've done it again. It's almost as if there's a pattern.
And the pattern is unbroken.
That's right.
Oh.
I will be at home crying.
Aw.
I watched
Alright.
I watched a stand up today where the comedian's like, yeah, after a while it becomes apparent that the common thread is you.
Yeah.
And if all 5 Yelp reviews say the same thing, I think it's time to look deep inside and wonder why.
Right.
But yeah.
Oops. Alright, well, Jenny's up.
Yep.
She's golden retrievering at the door, like, guys, come on!
Wanna go walkies? Wanna go walkies?
Aw.
I've been cooped up in this house for 2 days. My sister maid won't let me do anything. I finally finished
This
my
is how
wig-
it feels.
Jenna's running circles like at the door.
Can I go now?
Oh, I'm
I'm
sure.
not coughing up blood anymore.
I'm sure as soon as we get the call, we're all bolted
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Like we're like, oh, Batman, Isaac, let's go.
Oh, Batman.
Yeah, Hector is still staying put. He's
Oh,
Oh, why?
Oh.
What's the matter?
Not
happened?
including enough.
did you have a weird dream?
I don't know. Did I have a
She
weird
looked
dream?
up and
Not this time.
saw the
Okay.
corner of a couch, and there was no one there to sit on.
It's fair.
I feel like I need clothes that will. I don't know. I'm thinking more work clothes because
I
won't
have
get
no
dirty.
concept of the size of files anymore, and I think 84 megs is a decent chunk for
Yeah.
one PDF file.
That's
Nah.
fairly sizable, yeah.
I don't know why it's so high quality. Maybe it's huge.
Yeah.
Just many pages.
It's probably huge.
better
Do you,
No,
need, do you need the pirate book?
Large
I
ones
have it.
are just gonna be
Well,
like.
I'm sending you
It's just the
the
images.
PDF of just the one page,
Oh, okay.
so you can print them out at work,
Oh, okay.
and that way we'll have some ships.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And he wants to build
I
the
found
ship, the ship staff.
So yeah.
I was like,
That's fine.
I have the physical pirate
Yeah,
book.
but I
Almost
don't
said the
wanna,
ship
like,
staff.
I appreciate
it.
Yes, thank you.
You'll notice that when Jimena comes out of the basement this time, because she slept in the basement.
with Isaac.
No, God, no. Oh my God. Scandal.
She's just there.
Only in my
She's
mind.
just,
She
he's
was
just
to be
being
married
asked to be
first.
there.
He has
in
not
the
slept
vicinity.
at all because he's been awake, standing there,
Yeah.
terrified.
He's just in the vicinity. That's what he's being asked to do.
No, he gets to go back to his room and go to sleep. She slept in the basement. But when she comes out, you'll notice that she has more bandoliers than before.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
It's like, wait, where did you get those? Don't ask questions.
That's
You're
right.
like just crisscrossed all
Basically,
over you.
yeah, like she
Oh, yeah.
originally had a
Fucking-
belt,
Fucking,
and then she had the one strap, and now
fucking
she's
what's
got
his
the
name?
full two straps. She's like
The
El
band-
Mariachi
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
hell yeah.
I.
Just fucking-
All right.
So yeah, we're all racing
That's
through the streets.
I'm
Yes.
so sorry.
Rolling
Hell
out,
yeah, it is.
True, but racist.
rolling out to the school.
If you had
and,
done it, it would have been fun.
yeah, there's a fair amount of people outside.
If she'd have done it, she'd have blown out the speaker.
That's true.
Yeah.
stories.
You count
You can't grito indoors like that with them.
No.
I mean, you can.
probably
Yeah, it's
about
like,
20
don't
people
be that
out
guy.
in
Yeah.
the street,
Uh-huh.
and they're finishing boarding up this building.
All
as
right.
you
Well,
approach.
let me go ahead and just spell my hero point now,
Nice.
because we know I'm gonna be
Yep.
doing shit with the rocks and the. I'm gonna
I
be,
just imagine us rolling up and
gonna be
either
using my terraforming
immigrant song or like Iron Man starts playing.
Iron Man.
No, I think at this point it's fucking Wes Anderson, because we just sort of like stroll up and we're like, this shit again. Yeah, just dumb,
Me
just
and
dumb
Julio
fucking
down by
synth.
the schoolyard.
Yeah, just dumb fucking synth where we're like, all right, what, fucking what?
Yeah, I'm just like pulling people off the walls and the earth
Yep.
is coming up and
Everybody's
things are on
assembled out front
fire.
because it's early in the morning, right? Like there's not much city traffic at this
I
point.
just stand there, then somebody
They're chatting
clears
with
his
each
throat.
other, and
Turn
as you
around.
approach,
Bonnie Tyler.
It's all vaguely awkward.
one of them throws a
Tractor.
torch up at the thatching on the roof.
I throw an axe to intercept the torch.
Okay, roll me that. Approaches for everyone.
I yeet it into the, ground.
The first.
Like, no!
What is the schoolhouse made of?
It's stone mostly, also
Okay.
wood.
But I
Um,
can't interact with wood that's been cut from the tree.
Yeah, like there's wood there. Like all the floors between levels is wood.
Yeah, but that's
The
not.
outside walls.
But it's
are
not
stone.
living anymore, so
No.
I can't manipulate
No.
that. But I can manipulate the stone.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Because stone is
You also
alive,
know from
you
the plans that the
That is weird that
group
you
is
can,
in the basement.
you can't manipulate the wood that's been cut from the tree because it's not alive anymore, but you can manipulate the stone, which is never alive to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause you
but-
can't remove the stone from its earthliness.
Yeah,
But
it's
you can
because
remove.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
but
sense.
you can remove the wood from its. Yeah,
More
I
or
can
less
reinforce
has-
the wood.
Woodsliness.
I can
Yeah.
make the wood better.
it more or less has not been refined.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Like
how, are,
we wouldn't be able to affect bricks.
Yeah.
how are all these
'Cause
people
that's-
arranged
but, like,
up here?
Regular stone.
What is the question?
How are all these people arranged up here? They're just around.
Yeah, they're milling about, like they're wrapping this up,
Does
right?
it look like anybody? Is there anybody there that looks like a foreman or something, or a leader? Or are they all just doing the same
It's
job,
not immediately
basically?
apparent to you from how they're arranged, mostly because they're again like they're all standing outside, like just like chatting with each other, like.
Well, in that case, then I'm gonna grab somebody
Murder.
toward the back and see if I can at least like try to pull him in the way of somebody else,
I have a weird
so that I can
mashup
knock
of Iron Man
multiples
plus
off.
We Need a Hero in my brain right
Okay.
now, and I'm kind of living for it.
Roll me your finesse weaponry then. That's your.
Zhenya is gonna do her
Wait.
Earthbender stomp and just tear open the school. Like the brick, the stones are gonna do that weird claymation labyrinth thing where they like roll back on themselves, but like open.
Okay. That'll be a resolve roll.
Oh no! Resolve.
Yep. It's
11.
almost like you.
Brawn plus aim.
Oh yeah.
Resolve plus. Intimidate? No, it's not brawl.
Me.
Perform.
No, I think brawl would probably work.
Just
So
okay, brawl.
I got
Yeah.
Well then,
you got 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna take a minute, guys.
Jimena is currently holding her action.
Okay.
She was
Would
standing
you like
at
to
the ready.
participate?
Oh.
Part of me did want to just let it happen so that
It's gonna be a
you'd have
10.
something to work with.
Well, I'm
but
sure they've got more torches where that came from.
Is there a way, since she's in the know of the layout, to
Yeah.
like try and go in and get people out?
Yeah, if you roll me
Specialist
like a
and quick
finesse,
reflexes.
probably like athletics to haul ass, like Zhenya's about to open you a door. So
Yeah.
although yeah, you know the layout of the place, so you can get to people. You may want, once you're inside, consider cutting out a different exit point, because right now the door that's about to
Yeah.
open is out front, right where everybody is. So if you want to spirit
Yep.
people to safety,
Yeah.
Fuck. That's 14 and that's 16. That's very upsetting.
Oh no. Oh. That's how it goes sometimes.
I've reached a point in my life that
Me too.
my favorite thing to do at Costco is shop for not because they're
Tony, what
inexpensive,
is happening?
but because I like their style.
the slow fade. It just killed me for some
Everybody wants
reason.
to roll.
Oh, look, it was a 10.
Dun, 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 dun.
hope we don't get demonetized for that, but
Alright,
whatever.
so I re-rolled one because I can.
So I
And
should
now I get to
have
explode
should
on
have
the
sung it
tens.
like more off key.
I don't know why.
no, for
Oh,
me
for
playing
you
it.
doing
No,
that.
you're. I challenge most of our covers to get demonetized.
4, 5, 6. Okay.
You can bring your 7.
Math projects.
Yeah, well, let's go right now. That makes 15.
How many was that, Amanda?
10.
10.
Sure. That was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ.
To just rip this whole thing open like, you will not hurt these children!
Yeah.
Rude.
literally resolve plus brawl.
Oh yeah, because you got the legendary traits.
I've got legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary brawn, but I have specialist brawl and quick reflexes.
I'm about to dump too much XP
Brawl.
into these ships we're never going to use again, so it's
Yeah.
going to be great.
No, well, no,
I
because
don't know
once
about never.
once you close this,
Oh.
war is coming.
All
So-
Yeah,
all
we're
my
dealing
shit
with some
is in
shit
brawl
coming
Your
on.
and
ships.
resolve.
Your ships will see some action.
I should get some sailing. God. I have 0 sailing.
I finally put Dotson notice just because,
You're tired not seeing shit.
yeah, we're in the middle of all this stuff, and it's like, huh.
Rethel keeps getting FOMO.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, basically it's like, did you see the thing? And it's like, no, it wasn't right in front of me. I don't care.
Rethel doesn't have object permanence.
It just
So he just put the cup over it, and it's like, where'd it go?
like, somebody walks ahead a little too much and turn the street corners, and it's like, no, our groups, our friends vanished.
I still haven't given Jenny any more than the 1 dot in scholarship, and she only has 1 dot in hide. But I finally gave her more dots in convince.
Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because she has to convince people of, great lessons. So I finally gave her some convince, but there's still, and I did give her some dots in
Jimena
notice
has at
because she
least
had no
3
notice
dots in
either.
every.
I have nothing in tempt
No tempt
and
no
nothing
theft,
in theft.
and no sailing.
I have 4 in both.
I have
You
tempt
could do
and
sailing.
theft.
We would have put you to work.
Well, you put me to work, but it wasn't like controlling the ship. It was just
No,
cargo
we would have.
and
We
stuff.
would have been like, here,
I
pull
learned,
this,
I
hold
learned all
this,
my
tie
tempt
this.
in Fate Witch School because that's where I got those from.
She was
No,
in with
yeah.
the cargo.
Yep.
But if I want to sleep with somebody, I'm gonna be like, hey, we should sleep together, and either they say yes or no.
Rethel doesn't play the
And I don't.
There's no coyness here.
And I'm like,
Basically,
theft.
I need to get close enough to kiss people.
Yeah.
So
And theft implies some sort of subterfuge. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna take
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Well,
this is.
and Jenny
it's mine
can't
now.
steal anything.
Yeah.
It's plunder, not theft.
She
Yeah.
can reclaim things, but she can't steal anything.
Yeah, Rethel is
That's
like.
just
Jimena
lying.
has like a. If you want to buy a watch.
Yeah.
Like,
Where
Why
did
you
you get all,
buying?
you get all these watches all the time. I don't. Where all these sundials you have? There's
Right.
not that much sun.
All these watches, I
Clocks
don't know what
exist.
I
these
did
are.
do 2 and hide because you got to be able to stay quiet while your ship is sliding towards its target.
I actually
As you've
so
done with the longbow.
That's
the only
right.
skills I
Clocks
don't have
exist during this
dots
time
in
period?
are brawl,
That's
intimidate.
It's
Yeah.
magic. It's
Brawl,
if
intimidate,
it's like
and sailing.
Renaissance time, then yeah,
it's
clocks
non
exist.
it's non-specific Age of Enlightenment. It's
I've already
fine.
got
That's
gender.
fair.
I don't
Yeah.
need to have those.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've got Rethel.
My
for
brain is
sailing.
still like, there's no bicycles.
It's anywhere, but I'm sure there are actually. It's just a cool technology.
Right.
I mean,
We're somewhere generically between
Well, the penny
1500 and
farthing
1800.
is an
Yeah.
1800 situation,
Yeah.
like a late 1800 situation.
Yeah, but that's why we're like, it's
Yeah.
kind of
The in-game date is like 1669 now.
yeah. So that's why I'm like, no bicycles.
yeah.
Ah. Of
We
course it
were
is.
in 68. We're not anymore.
But
Yeah.
68
I mean, I
was
don't
a
know
pretty
that-
cool dude, though.
I don't know that watches necessarily
Yeah.
exist, but clocks exist.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can
I was
extrapolate
going the
maybe
Hercules
miniature clocks.
Yeah, I was going the Hercules route. You want to
Quick,
buy a
somebody-
sundial?
Quick, somebody call
Or maybe you
ISI.
get like Thean
Society.
Flavor Flav and you just wear your whole fucking clock on your
Yeah.
neck.
Like
Right.
Flava Flav.
Yep. Basically,
Yeah.
Thean Flavor
Flavor
Flav like coming out. Hey.
Flavius.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You gotta wind it though.
Yeah.
Yep. The fucking key.
And the little cuckoo comes out. Shh, not yet.
What the hell?
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
All right.
This is the content we're
We
here for.
should all leave.
We
Wow.
are just
I
there's
didn't
something.
participate.
There is something going on today. There was something in the
I
pasta, and I'm
don't
not
know.
sad.
Probably.
No, it's cool.
Maybe it's the cookies.
I feel like we just
it was the chips ahoy we had before. dinner.
It
Yeah.
was these
Yeah.
cookies?
The fucking
Yeah.
Chips Ahoy.
Oh, there's also those.
Wait, are there cookies there still?
Yeah, Megan brought the cookies back. There's
I've-
also.
I ate a couple and then have been
hazelnut
trying to
Oreos.
ignore them. So
Yeah.
Well, now
We
I'm
left
gonna
here?
not ignore
No, those
them.
are the hazelnut ones.
All right. So,
I bought Deanna.
as you roll up
I might have
with
to
this,
finish
Yes.
these off.
Mhm.
a torch is thrown at the roof. Before the torch connects with the roof,
Well, 16 over here.
the house opens up. Just the whole pane
Like a
of the wall
dollhouse.
basically, like, literally opens up, like, as if, come on in.
It was on a
Um,
hinge.
Yeah.
Open in.
And you
Which-
hear a very angry Usuran yelling, "You will not harm these children!"
And there is a
Some of those children
Maybe
are
they seem to
assholes.
go away from me now.
No,
They're on that corner.
They need.
there's enough.
I'm not going through this.
There's a bunch of cacophony as people are trying to comprehend what is happening, and while this is going on, an object sails through the air and knocks the torch down harmlessly to the ground.
So I'd like to just use 4 for that,
Yep.
because I'm sure we see this group, because she was asking for men, and whatever other person, because I'm sure a few of them have torches, I'm going to use the other 7 to use my other axe to take out the knee of someone else holding a torch.
Absolutely.
Can I also split mine a little bit?
Sure.
That when she rips open the house, loose rocks go flying at the heads of people holding torches.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
When
I'll,
little children sleep.
Yes. I mean, with
Yeah.
16...
Rocks. Oh, yeah. 100%. You don't need all 16 to rip open that wall.
No,
Rocks
I don't.
fall, you all die.
Yeah, people get pelted.
She becomes
With
a cannon.
rocks. You need somebody else, Rethold. Evine, your favorite chaos has ensued, meaning you can
Do what you want. No one will notice.
sneak into this building that now has a fancy door. Pretty much unimpeded. You just haul ass in there and immediately get to the basement, and as you get down there, you have a variety of responses. You see that all the classroom doors are now closed and barred. You hear some banging on some of the classroom doors. You also hear some crying and some sobbing, but nearly not enough to warrant how many people were in those classrooms before. So some of them are either real quiet or despondent.
Some of them have probably just accepted their fate.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
But
Some of us are like, no, it's what they've asked of us.
Alright, fine, maybe they're not as many assholes.
so there's barred classroom doors. You see 4 different classrooms. So you'll be able to get to work sort of unbarring those and leading your people to safety. Marlena, you're looking to pull and cause damage, right?
I mean, I'm mostly just trying to knock over people. I didn't specifically look for people with torches, though.
Yeah, you're just trying to sow chaos, right? So, you do grab, and coupled with the rocks sort of plummeting, Rethold throwing axes, you sort of manage to get into that and sow even more disarray as a group of people sort of collide into each other, fall upon each other, and the whole group is now trying to figure out exactly what is happening to them and where this is coming from, because the house just mostly exploded, and that took their focus, and now they're getting pelted from another direction. Almost in concert with that, you hear 3 firearm shots in succession,
Aha.
and 3 more torchbearers collapse to the ground.
Somebody rolled high.
So, and yeah, now you have a big old chaos situation,
Yay.
and you can now go with your next approach.
Who's left standing at this point?
Yeah, how big was this group that were the torchbearers?
Well, there's about like 20 people in there. You've knocked a lot of the torches out at this point. There's still people up, but at this point they're more looking about, trying to assess the situation because it's almost like a pincer attack at this point.
There were 20 people.
There were
Uh-huh.
20 people.
And now there are.
There's about 10 still left up.
Are there some that we can't see in the back of the building? Because I think what I want to do is walk around there to make sure, and probably just stab
You
whoever I
can't
see.
tell from where you're at, but you can certainly go out there and check it out.
Daggers up, and ready. Gonna stab a throat if they look like they're harming this building or harming people trying to escape or any
You
of that
got it.
stuff.
Finesse weaponry, right? That's your trigger.
Are people mostly inside or outside?
Outside.
Okay, so
The people left inside are basically the people that
they're
did
trying
not-
to. Yeah.
they're trying to burn.
All right. Well, they're on the ground.
Many of them are on the ground.
Tree roots are coming up and pulling people into the ground.
Okay.
We're
You got
reverse
it.
weeding.
Yeah. Well, let's go with Resolve Brawl again. Different effect, yeah. Since you're now affecting the cobblestones instead of the building.
Yeah.
Are any of the dudes, I guess people that had torches, like all the torches are out at this point, but is anybody still holding one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jimena's gonna relight them, but backwards.
Okay. You got it.
Got there. 10.
10.
You were targeting people who look like they were vaguely in charge, or you're moving around now.
Well, what I'm doing now is going towards the back and just stabbing anybody who's either gonna trying to harm the building or trying to get people who are escaping. So I didn't really specifically look for somebody who's leading. Though I mean, I guess if I see somebody who is, I will stab them.
Well, it's not really apparent right now because there's a ton of chaos going on.
So basically, I'm just covering all our sides. So yeah, I wasn't specifically.
All right. I leap into the fray, and I'm basically just going to tackle head slam a couple people together to try and knock them out.
You got it.
Because just in case we want to question some people.
Yep. Try to make sure not everybody gets aboard the murder train.
Yeah. They'll be on the delayed. They'll be on the delayed flight. Yeah.
You can take the next one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Jimena, feel free to roll me like a finesse weaponry for yours. All right, Amanda. I'm probably gonna have you do for this one a brawn athletics,
Nice.
just to lift those bars and let people out.
Gross. Why is this so bad?
Just the littlest cackle.
So that's 8 for me.
Yeah. Now that you've found it, Tony, here it is.
Yeah, right.
In my documents. It's just that the header.
No, that's where I look
The
for it.
header is Pirate Nation's ship sheet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was probably looking right at it.
Yeah. I looked at it again, like when you just asked me just now. I was like, yeah, I
You need
guess
to
I
put
don't
more
have it.
notice in your.
I got
your character
11.
sheet.
11.
Ooh.
Nice.
14.
All right. You got 8, Amanda?
Oh no, I got 12.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Well done.
yeah.
Nice.
I forgot to count my.
I barely
My
scraped like
legendary.
a 2-digit. It's
Cool.
fine, but I think it's great.
Oh,
How much was that for you, Tony?
8. I'm gonna stick with my 14.
What was the O?
I might have 16, but I'm just gonna stick with the 14.
Why not get more dice though?
So I pulled out the 2 10s that are my legendary for resolve and brawl, but I don't think I counted the 10s that I get from specialist and reflexes. So it's okay. I'll stick with my 14.
All right.
I don't want to be too greedy.
Well,
Well, you think that John will pick dice for me if you're too greedy?
It's
I thought that was
still-
just me.
it's still, you're not always gonna know.
She's
Yeah.
mad. She's just
Yeah. Well, it has the desired effect. Like a bunch of the people that are bowled over,
yeah.
including some of the dead ones, that just like collapse on the ground. Like they're just getting
Sucked into the earth.
pulled into the cobblestone. There's actually like a big. There's a big amount of screams of terror that come up, mostly because the roots that you have pulled
You're not
don't
her,
work
Jess.
super fast.
Yeah.
So those that are still alive have time to realize that they're being dragged into the ground, like into the cobblestones, which is not pleasant, and it gets drowned after a while.
You thought you were building someone a coffin? See how long you live.
He's just like under the street now. They're gonna be there forever. Jimena, a few of those other than remains that were on the ground and tried to scramble up if they kept their torches. Basically, those light up, and 4 of them just catch fire immediately. So their buddies got dragged on the ground. They stayed up, and they're not on fire.
You
So-
escaped one natural disaster.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, wait, my torch like, oh cool, my torch relit. Wait, the fire's going up my body.
Yep.
Instead of away
It's
from it.
This is
not working great. So yeah, like at least a couple of them like drop back on the ground and try to roll away to try to get the flames out. Like they're patting themselves. Like it's a mess. Marlena, you sort of dashed through this, and funnily enough, like you were getting ready to sort of leap and bound over bodies, but a bunch of them just got sucked on the ground, so that cleared you some space to circle around the house just in time to see 3 folks that have finished to board the back door to this building, and you managed to descend upon the couple of them that are close to the corner, knives in hand. You basically make quick work of them because they never see you come in. You just get up close and personal. Quick stab, move to the next one. Quick stab. There's a third one closer to the door, now alone with you on the back as the 2 bodies like slowly collapse
Cool.
onto the ground.
Damn, this is when I wish I had Intimidate. Oh well.
Well,
I mean, you can still roll panache or whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
straight panache.
just be fancy.
As this happened, Evine, you get to work, you have to put some elbow grease. You actually have to slow down a little bit because the moment you take one of the bars off of the doors, like the door almost hits you right in the face as people are really pushing to come out. And you sort of have to temper them a little bit, which slows down your work because some of them are just about ready to rush right outside, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you basically managed to get them to be like, wait, not quite safe yet. Give me a minute. You do notice though that like after you work through the 4 classrooms, like there's some people that are just still seated in there. They're not moving. Some of them are really eager to go out. Some of them are just staying put.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
Fanatics, am I right?
Like we were told to sit, so we will sit.
Right?
Staying put in like a, well, everything's meaningless anyway, or staying put in a devotion kind of a way.
Yes.
Half a half.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's
Oh.
not always easy to tell, but those are 2 very good theories that probably apply to different members of this congregation. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
the group that wants to go out after you've opened the last door is now looking at you very expectantly.
All right. Well, she will do her best to motivate the dejected ones to follow,
Okay?
but she's not gonna wait.
Fortunately,
Sing a lively tune.
Evine,
Hoity-toity.
you are a bard, and this is all panache.
Oh, that's not racist. I'm just
So now,
I'm allowed.
kidding. Sorry, all
Yep.
these multiracial people. I don't know what that's like.
right?
Me either.
Actually, half this table doesn't know what that's like.
Except for this guy, all of my races are white people.
I mean, I have some Chinese in me and Spanish. It's too far back though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm French and Irish.
Ireland gets around.
100%.
I mean, yeah, because they were all like.
my
thanks for leaving.
great-grandfather was Irish, but
Peace.
he lived in England before coming to Quebec. So,
Perhaps she can make an inspiring speech with some visual
yep.
accompaniment.
There you go. You pull into your repertoire, and as with most things, you have just the thing.
Just
Um,
the ticket.
So that will be your approach for upcoming next round. So feel free to roll me a panache and perform. Unless you'd
Okay.
like to use another skill, like I'll let you use convince too, if you'd like.
Ooh, I would like to use convince as well because this guy who's left just saw me drop 2 dudes.
Yep.
Just like, do you really want to test me?
Yeah, feel free to do that. Panache convince.
Okay.
Rethold outside as all of this happens.
Yeah, basically 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Just
You get into the mosh pit and clothesline, knock heads together.
God, so many 8s.
You manage to wrestle control over most of the crowd at this point. There's about like 3-4 dudes left standing. The rest you've knocked out, subdued, or taken control of. And then the other ones are a non-issue because they're on the ground.
Or on fire.
The remaining 3 sort of look at you like, I mean, everything just happened like lightning quick, right? And as they watch you, like, you see one of them look at you, and then his head explodes in a shower of blood, and he collapses. You hear the click of a firearm somewhere above.
So yeah, the next approach would just be to then drag these away a bit, and if there's anything still conscious, to be like, lay down with these, and you probably will survive.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you
We make no promises, but we don't kill anybody.
That's why I
we
say
don't
probably.
leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that one's mad, and if you draw her attention,
No, yeah. It's like never run from anything that's immortal.
It
It attracts their attention.
Yep.
Don't look at him funny.
and I'm like
Um,
3 experience points away from being immortal.
Feel free to roll your panache with that. If you'd like to panache intimidate, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
Little
it.
bit
I'm sure that's an easy
I mean, at this point,
5 or so. Yeah.
you're holding. You're holding 4 of them,
Yeah.
2 under each arm, like. All right.
Yeah, I rolled 7. I do the come with me if you want to live.
More of a. Oh, because these are actually the
No,
Julies, right?
No,
No.
that guy is a
Oh, this guy? That's more of a come with me or you will die.
basically.
Yeah.
What's left to kill?
Well, there's 2 dudes now on the ground
All right. Well,
level. I mean, on the grounds, they're standing up.
yeah.
There was a 3rd one, but your
You,
betrothed
your boo.
has taken one out.
My boo. The fuck is this, Amanda? Oh, it's our snake.
I like how it's like, what the fuck is it? Oh!
Oh,
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh!
snake coming out of the
It's a snake.
It's the first.
the,
It's the
the,
first
the
snake.
cable
It's the snake.
the cable spot.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's
Hell yeah,
technically a
exploding
storage
turtles.
cup.
I mean, normally it's a danger noodle, but danger cable also works.
Yeah.
Savannah. It's a lion. Hey, it's a lion. It's a
Look,
lion.
Dad, it's a lion.
JC's back.
Yay. I know her.
I don't know. Jenny's gonna be like, all right, you 2 die by my hand. Like,
All right.
she's just gonna go at it with her fists.
All right.
Brawl and brawn.
Yep. Wrestle.
Let me take those 2
As
out
you
now.
see, Rethold has 4 of them, and he's just like dragging them like he's carrying his groceries back from his car.
Yeah.
I got 4.
So those are my
Horrible.
legendary traits, and this is quick
Would
reflex.
Jimena like to take another action?
Legendary.
Right now, you have like basically 4 of them writhing on the ground in flames. Good band.
Jimena is going to put the flames out and then just go kind of like it's like, okay, fine, dead.
Finesse weapon. He's like, yeah, we don't need to prolong this. Hello.
11.
We are about to wrap this up, JC.
So I got 10.
Yeah.
14.
No, this one was garbage. I got too cocky last time.
How's mom? Good.
Amanda, how much you get on that panache perform?
Panache.
Panache.
Did you see Sasha? Go around the other side.
That's her usual
She's
throne.
primed and ready for you to harass.
Yeah. Look at the table here, and then look down.
Oh. Should pick Megan's bag again.
That's her
Yep.
usual.
100%.
And now that Megan is sitting in a different spot, we know it's the bag 100%.
Yeah.
She loves that.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Man,
14,
fine.
15.
1, 2, 3,
15.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
8. No, wait.
And these guys are on
8.
fire, so it's not like you're
Yeah.
doing much
These
wrestling.
That's not fine yet.
Yeah.
That's right.
And she's not going in with her knives or her brass knuckles. She's going in with bare fists.
Yeah.
So does that count as boxing?
So bare fists? That's awesome.
Nice.
You just have the pause.
Right.
Yeah.
The right to bear arms.
Let's
Yeah. That's right.
What's my boxer?
Oh, we've all had to
Oh,
leave
we've
a couple
all-
times.
Yeah, I've-
We've all
I've-
been
yeah.
fired multiple times tonight. Like, I don't
I'm
know.
surprised
It's-
any of us are still in this house.
Yeah, at this point we've all been excused, so we all get to come back.
I think Lisa. I would say like I think Lisa all drugged us, but I think we all have it in us. So I think we're the problem.
Gain
Um,
1 bonus die when making a brawling risk to punch, kick, or headbutt, otherwise injure another character.
For a
using
second,
nothing but
I
your
was
own
going to
body.
say to punch kids. And I'm like, man, I wish I got an extra
That's a
die in
very
life.
Punch, kiss.
Alright, that wouldn't have gotten me anything extra because
Everybody heard what they wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Megan wanted to punch kids. Tony wanted to punch and kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My kisses usually mean that I punch better, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
You got the kiss of death. Good song again. I can
Yep.
it's just all good. It's all good. Classic
Kiss
new
from
toy
a
man.
rose.
Bringing
it back.
Holy shit! All the throwbacks.
That movie did not. That soundtrack is way too good for that movie.
Yeah.
There's some like that.
Yeah.
Where
Beautiful though.
you're
I actually really like that movie.
I
But
do
the
too.
soundtrack is
Of the Batman
amazing.
movies that exist, Batman Forever is my favorite one. It
100%.
still does
I
not
will acknowledge it is
deserve.
not a good movie,
No,
but it is my favorite.
It is my
yeah.
favorite. It definitely does not deserve that soundtrack.
Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones. How can you not?
fucking Prince.
Oh, so good.
All right.
I've always wanted
Amanda,
to do
you
that
still
scene
you
where
still
they meet.
Calculating.
So
operational.
good. So good.
How much you get?
11.
Ah, there we go.
11.
11.
11.
11.
Love 'em.
I just
All right.
watched All of Stranger.
McLovin.
Nice.
Yep.
God, we're still behind on like 2 seasons. We haven't seen 3 or 4 yet.
Well, 4 isn't out yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
You're
we're
just-
still behind season 3.
3's good.
Amanda told me I'm not allowed to watch it
Why?
because I'm too sensitive.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Bad things will happen to your favorites. I'm just telling you.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Spoilers,
that's true.
gosh.
I mean, yeah.
But
Everything I love dies.
But that
I mean,
whole show
yeah.
is bad things happen to these
It's
people.
happened
Yeah.
to him, so it's certainly gonna happen to you.
Dude, our friends
I
the
get
other
death
night.
sentence to all the characters.
I always
that
tell
way.
him, don't like them so much.
Yeah,
Our
think
friends-
how I felt when we watched Firefly.
Forced us
Oh,
we
to.
I'm
watched
sorry.
Serenity, and I was like, "Yay, he
That
left!"
one was a
Oh,
particularly
I'm
low
sorry.
That's
blow.
what was
That's
the lowest
fucking,
blow.
That's fucking Whedon.
Was the
Yeah, yeah.
lowest
Yeah.
That's
blow.
just Whedon.
That one's Whedon just like, haha, you thought.
Yeah, that's just Whedon. That's Whedon doing Whedon shit.
You thought you were gonna walk
good.
away in the parking lot after watching this without any emotional scarring?
Am I telling myself I'm happy he got canceled so I wouldn't have to go through all that again? Maybe.
Maybe.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
C'est possible.
Fucking couple of our friends made us watch the first episode of Ozarks, and they're like, "Isn't it great?" And we're like, "That's too much. It's great, but we're not gonna watch the rest of this because we play pretend for fun. We don't want
There's
this."
Yeah.
shows and movies that are like that, right? Like where it was like, this was beautiful
Yeah.
and amazing.
Never
also,
gonna-
I am
never gonna-
never
I don't wanna
subjecting
feel any
myself
feelings,
to this
yeah.
again.
Yep.
I will have the emotional fortitude.
Nope.
Ratchet is still on my watch list, even though it's been out for 2 years. Because I'm like, not ready to watch that.
All right. Well, the combination
What level?
of
What was what?
Rethold and
I put it in.
Jenya.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Rethold carries 4 dudes under his arms, and he's like, "You better lie down."
You should
not
And
take
should
on-
stop.
Jenya
Yeah.
goes
You
up to
should
someone
stop.
standing and explodes his head with her fist.
Well, it's the same 2
Yeah.
guys, so
Okay.
they sort of stop and listen to Rethold.
Oh well. Yeah.
So he held up his part of the bargain for a few seconds.
said
before-
probably.
I thought he
before-
was still holding them, so Shania
Well,
there
the
were
four-
there's 2
the
other
four
ones.
I have are
holds are
safe.
out. They're out cold.
Yeah.
Maybe unless she decides to just yank him out of my arms, I'll be like, "Oh
No.
no, stop!
Yeah, there were 2
Yeah.
more dudes where he was like, "You guys should chill."
You guys should just
Oh,
lay
those
down."
guys were on the ground.
Yeah.
Not on it.
And
held
she
by-
Yeah,
okay.
was,
yep,
yeah.
yep. And well, Jenya descends upon them.
And just
Yeah, basically
cracks
like
them open like
it's,
watermelons.
It's bare fisting, like it's You know when you watch a movie and they're like fighting barehanded and you're like, oh yeah, like they're going at it, and then it reaches to a point where you're like, oh yeah, now
The guy like
this
punches
is
through the other guy's
now
face.
this is like murder. Like this is
The gore quotation
I'm in
went up
danger.
this high.
this is no longer fisticuff. Like now
Oh.
this is stone cold.
Well, this was
murder.
Tarantino. Got it.
Yeah, basically. Like you're like, okay, and at this precise punch, that's where we're at. This is what happens to these guys.
Yeah.
Like, they basically lay broken at the end of this assault, and there is nobody left standing after that. There's 4
Well.
people alive.
I wonder how those 4 people's pants are doing
They're
right now.
out cold and being
they're-
dragged
They're fine.
by
I
Rethold.
was like, Xenia turns her like glowing green eyes to the point where it's like illuminating the space around her and goes, "Those ones live."
Well, I figured we wanted to question some or something. I don't know.
Fine.
Don't
Like,
logic in
like
here.
what? Like whatever. I don't. You know.
Evine, inside, you go into your rousing performance. Yes, thank you, Phil.
Yeah, my phone's telling me it's time for bed.
This poor Sasha's not screaming yet.
No, she's out
She
cold.
is passed the fuck out.
like with most things, when you start to get into that, Evine, it seems like you managed to pluck just a little bit of the magic of home. The images that you conjure up feel real. The experiences definitely feel real. And it has the effect of calming down the people that were really eager to get out of there. And you see that everybody else who was sitting up is now up on their feet. Some are propped by their friends, like they didn't get up of their own volition. But by the end of your performance, everybody is lined up, everybody is waiting for your signal to go out, and
Yes.
basically like the crowd is with you. Like you see a couple of the classrooms, like it takes a couple
I
of
accidentally
prods.
started a cult.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
I mean you're
Welcome
always,
to the life.
I mean, yeah, we all do it.
You made a character with panache and performance. You're always at the cusp, whether you want to or not. You can create a cult at a moment's notice,
Yep.
even if you're not trying to. Kind of the life of Brian, this shit.
Yeah. Oh yes. It's perfect.
But yeah, they're basically waiting at this point for your say-so to like get out, and you have a mixed crowd of people eager to leave, people that look thankful, people that look fairly despondent. You got some folks that are weeping but on their
Man.
feet.
The house isn't big enough for all these people anymore.
It's not.
Shit.
It 100% isn't at this point.
No, I gotta do something.
I could get us another house.
I mean, I can. So can I.
Marlena, you're in the back
Mhm.
with the last soul survivor.
I forgot Jess was here, and I was like,
There's
That's,
voices.
What if
There's
It's
also-
him and,
It's all like May the 4th. It's the bad lip reading seagulls Yoda thing.
It's Jimena hearing Evine performing from inside the house.
the call is coming from inside.
That's
Nothing
right.
makes them happier than food.
Is that bagpipes? Anyway.
The guy sort of freezes in place after seeing his 2 friends die, and basically like chooses not to attack you. You see in his eyes for a moment, like
If he
him,
tries to escape, I'm stabbing him immediately.
That's right.
I hope he sees that.
he
That's right.
thinks about it. Like you see the moment where like you're almost anticipating him like trying to be like his head is doing the mental calculation of can I slip past? Like, can I just go around?
Nope.
And then he thinks the better of it and drops his weapon to the ground
Good for
and
that.
raises both hands.
That's right.
So you've taken a prisoner. Which basically wraps up like the hostiles. At this point, you see the Ricardo's head coming up from one of the buildings above in through a window, and he peeks at the street down there. Just to get an eye on proceedings, and just exchanges a nod with Genya if you look up.
Yeah.
Eventually, like Hamlin style, like Pied Piper style, Evine comes right out of that building, followed by a mixed group of people, some of which seem very happy to be here, some of them not, some of them register nothing
Apathetic,
at
yeah.
all, some of them look like they're in tears for whatever reason. But there's about like 30 of those folks. Men, women, all mostly young adults to maybe a few that are a little bit younger. And they sort of stand outside just stunned at the scene, not really understanding what is happening, and definitely really confused as to what their next steps might be. And there will be interactions, but we will pause this here
Save that
for
for next time.
tonight. Get yourself a 4 XP, folks, for freeing this house that you've been talking about going to for
Since
what
day
feels like, I don't know, 3 months real time.
Yeah. It's the only thing Shinny's wanted to do since they got here.
Finally did.
Good thing they're really slow with building those boards.
Yeah.
Well, if they had been faster, Ricardo would have told us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Shinny would have gone out with more wounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wouldn't have cared.
We know.
Managed not to take any lashes. Ha!
Good
Take
job.
that, fate!
Take
Wait,
that in the
wait,
face,
don't
Fate.
hurt me.
Kitty, I'm very sorry.
It is time
The time has
It is
come.
time.
to talk of
Actually,
ceiling
have
wax
to
and
roll up
strings.
to the office tomorrow.
Ooh, me too. All week.
Okay, say goodnight, Internet.
Good night.
Good night,
good night.
Internet.
Internet.
The time has come.